scores. Vikings demolish the
Oh
Commanders,
yeah,
31
shut him
nothing.
out. Oh my God, I think the live stream's gonna work today, man.
All right. Bears take
All
the
right,
opening kickoff. We
it
stop them short
does.
of the 30.
All right, here we go. Yeah, live stream works today. All right, perfect timing. Winner of this takes the 1 seed in the North, or in the whole NFC.
Really?
I think so.
I know Chicago currently holds it, but I wasn't sure if we would take it with a win.
I think so. I do know for sure if we win this, we take the one in the North.
All right.
No Roma Dunes for Chicago today. That's big.
Well,
And we
they
got we got a ton of reinforcements back for this game. All right, Caleb Williams, single backfield
bro, you are way behind me.
behind.
Yeah, I'm about to watch the second play right now.
It's 3rd and 5.
Oh, all right, you're way ahead of me then. I'm on
I
second and
just I,
5.
I just saw 2nd and 5. I'm on my antenna, so
So am
are you
I. Yeah. Yeah, I just
get
saw
Quay back
Williams
today?
throw an
That's big.
incompletion to the left sideline, puts him in a 3rd and 5.
All right, we got Micah inside right now. Ooh,
Quay
send a
Walker
blitz,
back.
big blitz, and we get fuck shit
All right, well,
with a
try not to
flag
split up
though.
too much for me.
How far behind are you? Did you see it yet?
I just saw the snap.
Oh shit! How are you so far behind?
Bro, what is that fucking penalty?
It's holding on the offense.
Oh, I was going to say they're trying to call unnecessary roughness. Williams didn't even slide.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. Rashawn Gary just got bear hugged. All right, 3rd and 15. Do not let him fucking pick this
All
up.
right, man. Well, I
I will
guess
not
you're so far ahead. You're
I
gonna have to
do play.
you're gonna
I'm gonna
be
just
the
bite my tongue.
play-by-play guy and call things out for me to keep an eye on.
Oh shit! Micah Parsons did not get. Watch Parsons. He's trying to call something, and then Caleb Williams snaps the ball on him, so he gets behind on the pass rush.
Yeah. Wow, Williams is a bad quarterback. That's man, that thing was just sailed
He
to
is one of the
nowhere.
most inaccurate quarterbacks in terms of completion percentage this year.
Yeah, it's like 58%. It's terrible.
Yeah. Ooh, we almost got a block on this. Like if you watch, but
All right, man. Well, 3 and out, pretty solid start.
flag on the fucking punt return. Dobbs looks like he almost fumbles it.
Oh, he's no Dobbs is down. I don't think there's any kind of fumble there.
Bo Melton with the block in the back.
All right. Well, we're barely over a minute into the game. The refs have already called 2 penalties, so
Yeah,
this.
might be one of them games. Hey, that was big. That's a 3 and out for the Bears offense. If we can go down and capitalize, just get some points.
And you
I
can see
fucking hate Ben
both
Johnson.
there looking at the sideline reporter's breath.
Oh, we go. I don't want to ruin too much for you, but we go to Reed right off the bat.
I like it, man. Getting them involved right away.
Yeah, yeah. He catches like a 5 yard out.
Ooh, all right, kind of gets ragdolled a bit on that tackle.
Yeah, you probably like. I'm sure we'll talk about Reed a lot throughout the game. Huge impact having him back in this offensive fold, especially with Tucker Kraft out.
Yeah, man. I mean, people forget that Reed has been our leading receiver the past 2 years. So, all Let me
I'm
pull
gonna
them
let
up for
you
this
kind of
second
try to
down.
do the play-by-play because you're a little bit behind, and I'll just kind of follow up with commentary afterwards.
Sure, sure. All right. Well, 2nd and 4, we get a handoff to Jacobs, and tough running, man. Probably 10, 12-yard gain there.
If I see something, since I'm about one play ahead of you, if I see something, I'll just kind of try to point it out to you beforehand so you can get divert your eyes to it.
You know what I'm seeing right now? These
Mm.
gorgeous Green Bay Packers home uniforms. Best uniforms in the league.
Yeah, never change. Don't ever change them.
All right.
I don't
Motion
really like the
read.
whites.
Love under center. Play clock ticking down. Hand off to Jacobs. Nada. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder how much Reed's going to play today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's on a pitch count.
We got him on the sideline on a 2nd and 10, so
Yeah, I see that we've brought Luke Musgrave in for this 2nd and 10.
yeah, Luke's going to catch this pass too.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. That's a good catch for a first down by the Muskrat.
See, you're fucking addicted to it too, aren't you?
Dude, and a lot of he does a good job of like there's a free blitzer coming. Love stands strong in the pocket, fires a bullet. Um, knew exactly where to go. No panic under pressure there. And I like that was a good route by Musgrave. It was about 10 yards downfield. Don't do this
Interesting play
the
call, what
line
you're about to
scrimmage
see
bullshit.
here.
Jet sweep to Reed. Guess that collarbone's healthy. Picks up about 7.
So the starting linebacker is Noah Sewell, by the way, for Chicago.
Dude, so I think Sewell is their I think he's their 3rd string. Like in their base package, they're down to like their 5th string linebacker for the 3rd guy.
I
All right.
don't I don't I understand this play call you're about to see. I don't love it because they are stacking this box heavy, like 8, 9 guys in this box.
Yeah. Yeah. Love under center, hand off to Jacobs for about 2. It's going to put us in a 3rd and short. It wouldn't surprise me if we have a run heavy game plan today. Chicago's run defense is not great. And they lead the league in interceptions. They've got a lot of playmakers in that secondary, so it could be a Josh Jacobs heavy day.
Catch it.
All right, I got
Bro,
Love under center again, reading the slot. Chicago stacking the line. Love on the bootleg. All right, Jayden Reed. Man, I did not really expect him to be the focal point of the offense in his first game back, but he just picks up the first down there.
Reed's a big part of the offense on this first drive.
Dude, he's looking good. He's getting separation.
Yeah.
He's looking fast. All right. We're approaching midfield here.
Man, what a slow, methodical drive. So we're just about to go over the 50 on the play you're about to watch.
That was a bullet of a pass to Watson. Takes us past the 50. Kind of just a little hook route, sits in a zone in the middle of the field. Love fires a bullet.
Eating up this clock.
Bro, one thing I noticed is after that catch, Watson was looking at his hands like, damn, Love, just take a little mustard off. It's cold out.
Right.
All right, I got 2nd and 4. Bo Melton motioning in the backfield.
I'm surprised to see Bo Melton in there, man.
right. Jacobs for half a yard. Uh, Looked like there was a bit of confusion on the handoff. I don't know, like Love kind of, I don't know, it seemed like he almost did a 360 trying to get to Jacobs.
This
I
is big
don't know
right
if
here.
that's still
This
his non-throwing shoulder. I know at one point he was only handing off with his right hand because of the left shoulder injury.
watch to see if this is a horse collar tackle.
3rd and 3, loving the shotgun. Hand off to Jacobs. He's got the edge. I think that's a horse collar. I think the hand goes into the shoulder
Mm,
pad.
I'm looking. Okay, they're showing a replay. It doesn't go inside the collar. It's
Oh, all
okay.
right.
It looked like it. You're about to see it. I mean, it looked like it on that first initial view, but the alternate camera angle showed differently. First down, big first
Yeah.
down, just about in field goal
Aaron
range
Banks
now.
with a nice block on that outside run there. All right, Love
So
under
this
center,
is
1st and
huge,
10.
by the way, because Chicago is going to probably try to run it down our throats. Um, so to control the clock, control the tempo, we're going to get a handoff here to Wilson, and he does a good job on it.
Yeah, man. I really think Wilson has earned some more snaps after his performance against
Don't go down.
Minnesota.
Don't go down. Not the best play call.
All right, I got a 2nd and 4, Love under center. Has time, looking. Oh. All right, Love takes a big sack. He's got to know like
So
that's too long in the pocket.
Aaron Banks comes in to try to get a hit on Montez Sweat. Aaron Banks has got to lay Sweat the fuck out and knock him down. If you see it, the replay on
Yeah,
Sweat there.
yeah.
He like just kind of pushes him off it, like really just fucking knock his ass down. So 3rd and 17,
Yeah, I think Love
and
should have rolled
shit,
out.
dude, fuck Cody, pick interception.
Well, Chicago is the best in the league at it. All right, Love fires over. Oh wow, just doesn't even see the Chicago defender, and that's a good. Oh wow, that's a big return. Man, I
What
don't
is
know what
that? What is
Love
that
just.
play? Like who?
I feel like Love just didn't see the defender. He
I
was
don't
looking
understand.
Golden's way.
Golden runs too deep, I think. So I don't know for sure, but I feel like Jordan Love throws it to a spot the guy's supposed to be there. I'm guessing Matthew Golden runs too deep of a route and he's supposed to be a little bit more shallower. That might be why Golden might not get a lot of looks. Anyways, I'm surprised they're not going to a commercial break here.
And that is rough. First quarter, 2/3 of the way over, and we just give the Bears good field position. It's kind of just a wasted drive. Chewed a bunch of clock, and nothing positive came of it. Chicago's basically in
The
field
ball's
goal range
out.
already.
That ball's out, and I don't.
All right, Williams with
What are they?
time. Oh, of course, my broadcast is cutting out at the moment.
That might be a fumble. That might be a fumble.
Oh, well, I mean, they might just call that incomplete.
LaFleur's challenging that quick. That's not a terrible challenge. It's going to be a little hard to overrule it, but I don't hate it.
I think the replay I saw, Evan Williams punches that ball almost as soon as it's caught. Like I think they're gonna just call this incomplete.
No, I don't think they're going to call it incomplete at all. I think, if anything, they'll call it catch down ruled by contact. All right,
No,
we got to
man,
go
if
through
if
this
they call
quick.
it a catch, I think they gotta call it a fumble. Like that ball is moving as he's going down, and Evan Williams comes up with
All
it
right.
on the ground.
All right. We're already almost through the first, so I gotta go through this. So here's my bold predictions for today. I think Jane Reed scores a touchdown today. It's my bold.
Okay.
Yours, Evan Williams creates more turnovers than Luke Musgrave has total receptions. Well, Luke's got a catch today, but Evan Williams
He
might have
might
just
have a
caused a
fumble.
turnover. Boulder, Micah Parsons has a strip sack fumble that we recover. Well, Micah Parsons gets at least 2 sacks.
Yeah, and actually, I want to quickly call out on this one. I really like the matchup that Parsons has. Chicago starting a rookie left tackle today, Ozzie Trapillo, who actually played at Boston College for Jeff Hafley. So Hafley is going to be very familiar with his weaknesses, and I think we take advantage of that.
My bold is Matt LaFleur outcoaches Ben Johnson. Your bold is, typo. Jordan Lover scores 4 TDs for the second week in a row. I
Yeah,
like
man.
it. We'll probably
Big
win that
stage,
game.
Toyota-thon.
We do.
Let's go do it.
All right, my keys to the game. I got 3 today. 1, this was a huge one. Don't turn the ball over. Chicago leads the league with 26 takeaways this year, best in the league, and they're 8-0 when they generate multiple takeaways. They already got 1. What to do? Jordan Love only has 3 INTs on the season, and we have done a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. We need to avoid turnovers at all costs today, and if we can have a turnover-free game, we should be able to win. Well, I already have 1. So, 2, leverage Jordan Love's elite efficiency. So Jordan Love's EPA is 312. It's the best in the NFL. Caleb Williams is 071, which is 23rd. So EPA is arguably the gold standard single metric for QB impact. Like it takes everything together, and like it's like Jordan Love is like he is the best. Okay, they ruled it incomplete pass, Cody. You are right. All right, so Green Bay needs to sustain tempo and efficiency. And my third one, win the explosive play differential. Chicago's defense is elite at limiting explosives. They're top 5 in the NFL. Their offense is near the bottom, though, at generating explosives. The Packers and the flip side are in the top 10. So I think if we can hit 3 or 4 more explosive plays than Chicago does in this game, we should win.
And it's a great punch by Williams. He goes right for that ball. At the very least, causes an incompletion, puts him at 2nd and 10.
So what's even more bigger is we get to keep our timeout, and LaFleur wins a challenge. So if we win another one, we'll get a 3rd challenge in the game.
All right. Ball start on Chicago. That helps.
And if we can get a negative play or an incomplete pass here, they are not in field goal range right now.
And plus, I think the
Hold
cold
on, Parsons.
temperature.
Parsons is being fucking held. Parsons is being fucking held, Cody.
He's held on every play, bro.
But this one's ridiculously how bad he's being held.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a straight up bear hug.
Yeah. Throw the flag. Parsons just, they won't do it because he gets held on every play. Like Green Bay would win every game by like 80-0 if they called the holding calls. You got to put Parsons inside more, I guess, because he just gets held on the outside. We have him on the right side.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not putting him against the rookie left tackle.
Great play by Parsons here, Cody.
Okay. Looks like we are potentially bringing some pressure here.
We put Parsons and Gary right next to each other.
Oh, wow. Parsons destroys that pocket right away. Williams launches it away. All right, man. Defense is doing their job.
And we force a punt. That was huge.
Yeah, dude. Wow. Parsons just made that right guard look silly. I don't
Fair
think
catch.
Caleb Williams has looked very good so far. Like it looks like
Well, he's 0 for 4.
Like it looks like we could get an interception with the way he's sailing balls.
All right, here we go, Cody. Ready for your key matchups?
Let's do it.
All right. Packers interior. Bears guard center combo.
Yeah, man. Devontae Wyatt out of the lineup. Colby Wooden, Carl Brooks, Warren Brinson. They're gonna have to step up big today. I was surprised to see Nazir Stackhouse inactive. I didn't know he was dealing with an injury. It'd be weird if he was a healthy scratch.
I noticed that. We also picked up a guy off Seattle's practice squad.
Yeah, he was also inactive today.
Yeah, so he was on their 53. They had to cut him to bring back Jaron Reed, who's coming off of an injury, and Seattle wanted to get him back on their practice squad, but we claimed him. So he's just kind of a just an extra body. Do we have Brenton Cox active today?
I don't know if he's actually been activated off IR yet. Like I know his
Okay.
window's open, but I
How
don't think
about
we've
how about Colin Oliver?
same. I guess
Okay.
I'm not 100% certain, but
Okay.
at any rate, our D tackles are gonna have their hands full today.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and
Two.
here we go. Montez Sweat is the only pass rusher they have that scares me in any way whatsoever. I would expect they're going to line him up against Rasheed Walker, and we've already seen Sweat has gotten a sack where I don't necessarily put that one on Walker, like you pointed out. Banks comes in trying to help Walker and actually knocks Sweat out of the block so that he can freely go to Love.
Mhm. Three.
Jacobs versus some bum. This is their fifth string linebacker. So anytime we can get them in a base defense, their linebacking depth is so depleted. Like I would love to see us.
Dude, he is so much of a bum that it took me like 10 minutes to find a photo of him. I'm still not even sure if that's his photo. I don't know if that is him.
Yeah, who cares? Um, I would love to see us run some pass routes with Jacobs, trying to isolate him in coverage on this guy.
Yeah. Another big one. You mentioned it earlier, Parsons versus Ozzy Trapillo.
Yeah, man. Like Trapillo's knock in coming into the draft was that people questioned if he had the athleticism to play tackle in the NFL. Uh, Mike Parsons is about the biggest test you can get in
Yeah.
terms of how athletic you are. So I would love to see us put Parsons against Trapillo a bit today.
All right. Get your last one in quick.
All right, Dobbs versus Kyler Gordon. I think with this elite secondary, I suspect Love is going to try to go to guys he trusts, and Dobbs is going to have a big game today.
I want Love to have a big game, but I also really feel like we're just missing that Josh Jacobs dominant run game in almost all of our games this year that we had last year.
I mean, I think Jacobs is maybe he hasn't
He
had a
hasn't had a
dominant
100
game,
yard
but
rushing game
he's
all
had a
year.
lot of very good games.
Good, but not he hasn't even broke 100 yards in a single game yet this year.
He's gotten close though. He's had like 90.
Hell yeah.
Um, and he's
You're like
second in the league
second
rushing
down play.
touchdowns. All right. Well, he had a first down run for 5. Now I'm looking at a 2nd and 5 with Love in the shotgun. Oh yeah. Wow, man. We haven't seen a
It's a
slant
slant.
to Watson since his rookie year, and he catches it in stride, and that's a nice quality gain, probably 15, 20 yards.
We're going quick tempo. Oh my god, he caught it! Sorry, I'm sorry, but it's it's fucking muskrat! It's the muskrat!
The muskrat?
No way! I'm like, oh, he ain't gonna catch this shit. He ain't gonna
Damn,
catch.
dude, that is a nice catch. Lays out for it.
Ah, Ben Johnson's challenging it though.
Give me a better angle on this replay. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's exactly how Musgrave should be used. We haven't done much of it this year, but you can't use him like Kraft. Like he's not the same type of player. He just uses
He should be
speed, send him
faster than
deep.
Kraft though. So
Yeah.
like that's a good play for him to do. Like get him on a line, get him on that fucking bum ass linebacker, and just have him. Man, I hate that they went to a commercial like ref bet. Like show me the replay.
Yeah.
It looked like he turned his body. Like it looked like the ball might have been not cleanly caught, but it did look like he turned his body enough to where the ball wasn't going to hit the
Well, yeah,
ground.
that's what I want to see because the ball was jostling a little bit, but like if he turns his body and secures it, that's a catch.
Yeah,
And it's ruled a catch on the field, so that's in our favor.
big play, man. It's one of those big ass plays. Man, I want to win this game so bad. If we could, if we could beat Chicago twice, I'm like, I'll feel great. Like we're probably taking the North if we can beat Chicago both times.
Yeah, man. I was kind of wondering if LaFleur, like, I wasn't sure which way he would go. If he would be scared of Chicago secondary and play ultra conservative, or if he would realize that Chicago's offense will fall apart if they can't run the ball and then, try to take deep shots so they have to play catch up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know this is going to be one of them games though, just a fucking barn burner, man. Like it's just going to be back and forth. We're probably not winning by multiple scores or nothing like that, or it's just going to be one of those classic Bears Packer games, man. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be seeing any like 55-14 Bears Packers games for a little while. So
Well, I mean, maybe we'll be fortunate enough to see Jaden Reed with a kind of Randall Cobb bear killer moment.
yeah,
Um,
fuck
man, it
Cody,
sucks that Love
Cody,
threw that
Cody.
pick.
They
Like
ruled it incomplete, but I
bullshit.
don't. Man, it's
Mm,
close.
I don't know, man. Now, was that a second down play or
That was a
first?
first down play because it was the
Okay.
one I think we called that right after the Christian Watson one. That sucks, man. That's one of those big plays that I felt like we needed.
At the very least, I'll say, even though it wasn't ruled a catch, I think the swagger that Musgrave showed afterward, that's something we haven't seen from him in a long time.
Yes, I agree.
Second and 10, loving the shotgun. Dump off to Jacobs, makes a man
Whoa,
miss.
whoa, 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 whoa! What?
Was it the slate flag?
Yeah, and it's a big one. Oh, come on, it's fucking football.
All right, so face
Yeah, I
mask on
guess.
Aaron
Yes,
Banks.
it's a fucking face mask.
All right, so
Man,
the
there goes the drive though. There goes the drive. Dude, we're back to the 20.
dude, it's
Man,
very rare to see a 15
yeah.
yard face mask on
Man,
offense.
two plays ago we were at the Chicago 20 and now we're at our own 20.
It's empty backfield on second and 25. Reed catches maybe a 7 yarder. Third and 19. I think we got Emmanuel Wilson in the backfield. Love fires down. Oh, Dude, he had him. He had Dobbs. He
Yeah.
just overthrows
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Dude, the penalties, they're drive killers. That's the second negative play Aaron Banks has had already.
Yep. You know what? It sucks because I was gonna say that Aaron Banks has been playing a lot better the last couple weeks, and he
He
has.
has. Dude, and the Bears returner, he's actually a pretty good one too. I'd like to minimize, how
Yeah,
often he
Devin
gets.
Duvernay. So that was one of those things where like we went out and we got Miko Hardman, and I was like, okay, like he's a good kick returner and punt returner. And then like a week later, the Bears went out and got Devin Duvernay from the Ravens, and I was like, oh yeah, he's a pretty good like returner and whatnot too. So we ended up cutting Miko Hardman. Bears keep Devin Duvernay, who's like just a straight up specialized returner. Like, go figure though, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, Bears have always prioritized special teams.
it's won them some games that they normally would not have won
Yeah,
for
for
a
sure.
lot of years. For a lot of years.
All right, man.
Man,
Well,
0-0. Bears get the ball back. I think they're at like the 40 already though.
so what is standing out to you so far in this first quarter?
Zebra's calling a pretty tight game. Um, physical, physical game so far. I'm noticing that the defenses are really trying to limit big plays, and it's just kind of like a good feeling out still. Like we're still feeling each other out.
Yep.
The game
Um,
doesn't have like consistent flow yet. Like like Bears started to get one, and then we challenged it, and it got taken away, and then we got a big play, and they challenged it, and they took it away. Like both teams haven't found rhythm or flow yet. The refs have really negated any like big like plays that would have allowed for some tempo and flow to get going. So it's been back and forth. Um, defense has been playing solid, man. Just so far, like just another really good first quarter by our defense. I don't think Caleb Williams has a single complete pass
yeah.
so far.
So
So
that's actually one thing I wanted to point out is I'm surprised uh, for both teams how pass heavy it's been. Um, I really would have expected more running from both sides, but particularly Chicago, that's their bread and butter, and they've really leaned on Williams a lot more so far.
Tom Brady would be wearing a leather jacket in the booth, man. He's so bougie. Wow, if it was 6 degree, Cody, I would love to be at this game right now. This would be a
Last
fun
Bears
one.
game we went to was a pretty good one.
Yeah. So, Sunday nighter in December. In
All right.
fact, so some news. The NFL shifted us to a Saturday night primetime game against the Bears in 2 weeks. So that'll be another big one for us.
Uh, Solid first down run by the Bears, probably 8 yards. Could have been bigger if the back didn't lose his balance.
Yeah, 2nd and 3.
I'm really surprised we are not lining Parsons up over the rookie left tackle.
I don't think the cold is going to bother Parsons a whole lot because I know they're like, oh, he went to Dallas, he played in the dome. Parsons went to Penn State, Pennsylvania, where it gets cold as hell in those in that winter. I don't know where he played high school ball, but
Hey man, a guy with a motor like him, I'm not worried about the cold. He's going 110% every play. Your body heat keeps you warm.
all right. So it's a 1st and 10 for Chicago. Big hit by Coop.
Let's see. They motion the tight ends. Bootleg by Williams. Dump off. Yeah, that was a strong hit by
I would
Cooper.
love to see Micah be able to like get high enough to like tip that pass, like tip it straight up in the air and come down with a pick or something like that. Saw that in the Bills game today. It's pretty much the reason they won.
Who got it?
Corey Benford or whatever, isn't it? Christian Benford.
Well, 2nd and 7 after that short dump off.
All right.
Power formation.
This is kind of that drive where Chicago's trying to get that ground game established. So
Nice defense
yeah.
there. Evan Williams right in the middle of it.
I want to give some flowers to Evan Williams, who like is starting to become like one of the NFL's better safeties in the league. He's really consistent.
He just always seems to be around the ball.
Yeah, he's like an all around good player.
Big
Third and
third and
seven.
7 here.
Got to get there. Got to get there. We are doing a great job on Caleb Williams today, bud. Caleb Williams is looking a little dirty. That white Bears jersey is getting a little dirty already.
Bro, the way he just keeps sailing these passes to throw them away, like I could see us coming up with an interception. All right, man. Defense is doing their job. Puts them in a 4th and 7. I want to call out also on that 3rd down. Quay Walker came on a blitz and pushed the pocket.
All right, so we got 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'll be honest, I probably expect us to like run this ball and then have this be the end of the first quarter here. We did line up Parsons over the left tackle, by the way, and he did. Parsons and Gary were the ones that got in there on Caleb Williams on that, both of them at the same time. So good play call by Jeff Hafley. Enjoy it. Enjoy these play calls now because we probably only got about like 5 or 6 more games with Hafley as fucking DC, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's a hot name in coaching circles, but a lot of time defensive guys, it takes them an extra season of being
Could be.
being popular before they really get that chance. All right, 1st and 10, 9 seconds left.
It's a great. I like the energy on this first down play.
All right, yeah, some tough running by Jacobs. Offensive line gets in to help. Probably 7-yard gain, and that'll take us to the 2nd.
What does Cody think about how the first quarter is played out? You guys 0-0 first quarter.
Well, I mean, obviously the interception. Thankfully it didn't come back to bite
No
us.
points though.
But
no points. That's huge.
Big
but
missed
that was a drive
opportunity.
killer.
Yeah, that was a drive killer. Aaron Banks's face mask, that was a drive killer. In terms of like execution, if we take those mental mistakes away, I think the receivers have looked pretty good. Like Reed has looked good, Watson's looked good. Musgrave, he didn't come down with that catch, but he was damn close, and that would have been a huge play.
I like seeing us like at least try to get him involved.
Yeah,
like especially with these linebackers. Like he could have a decent game. Like he would already have almost one of his games of his careers if he came down with that big catch already. So
yeah, and yeah, I mean it's just we're kind of testing them with multiple different weapons. We haven't even called Wicks's name yet, and he had a career game last week against the Lions. So I like the offensive approach. It's Josh Jacobs is running pretty well, but I think the run pass balance is preventing Chicago from really stacking the box on them.
Mhm.
We just can't commit penalties, and Love, Love got away with that one interception, but we can't have another one of those.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's got to be it for turnovers. The rest of the game, like, we're done for turnovers. You start have like as I said in the pregame, Chicago's 8-0 when they get two or more turnovers in a game. So
Yeah, I mean, dude, their brand of football, like statistically, you look at them, and you know their defense gives up a lot of yards. They actually give up a lot of points too. Their offense is like kind of middle of the pack, like kind of toward top 10. But they have the second best rushing offense in the league. So they can run the ball and they can create turnovers, and
yep,
that's a recipe to be in any game.
yep. All right, we're looking at second three as we return to the start of the second quarter here.
I love under center, reading the
So
slot,
I'll let you do the play-by-play, and then I'll kind of toss in from there. Um,
hand off to Jacobs. Patient running, picks up the first.
the theme of the offense so far has been the theme of every game it so far this year is where Green Bay is able to move the ball. Like the offense moves the ball. Like I don't think we got any three and outs so far. We can move the ball. We just have like things happen, turnovers, penalties, and we just don't finish drives.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a year long theme. Um, all right, love under center. We motion Watson. Play action. He's got the tight ends. All right, is that Fitzpatrick?
Um, so
Yeah.
interesting, Cody. I keep seeing Bo. So you're about to probably see Bo Melton get subbed into this game here. It's interesting because I don't recall seeing Dontavian Wicks out there like at all. Like we're putting Bo Melton in for these sub packages over Dontavian, who just had like a career game last week.
Yeah, I don't know, unless maybe there was a game day injury flare up for Wicks. But I'm looking at a 2nd and 2 after that 8-yard completion to Fitzpatrick. Hand off to Jacobs for nothing. That was
Yeah, we're
the
looking at 3rd and 1. So Josh Jacobs has 9 carries already in this game. We are giving him the ball an awful lot. He's got 34 yards on 9 carries.
yeah, man. He didn't really have much of a chance on that one. Josh Weil just got bull rushed into the backfield. So this is a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 1.
So we've been okay. The Lions played better as the last couple weeks, but Sean Ryan has clearly been a downgrade from Elton Jenkins. He's
I don't know if I agree with that.
did I send you? Did you not see the thing I sent you?
No.
Let's see if I can find it.
Uh, I mean, I think our offense is solidified quite a bit since Jenkins went out.
Since Elton, no, so since Elton Jenkins went down, the Packers are giving up pressure at a 43.4% rate, which is third highest in the league. Sean Ryan is allowing pressure at 6.3% higher than Elton Jenkins did.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. Pass blocking has never been Sean Ryan's strong suit. My fucking broadcast keeps cutting in and out. Like
All
I
right, so we handed off to Emmanuel Wilson. We got 2 yards. We got Dontavian Wicks in here on this play. So play selection this drive: 5 rushes, 1 pass. Wicks is in motion.
I don't want to mess with it right now. I'll touch it at halftime.
Getting our tight ends involved a lot in this game.
Yeah, with those weak linebackers, it's a
Yeah,
favorable matchup.
Fitzpatrick catches that for like 6 yards. We're looking at 3rd and 2.
Dude, I mean, he was absolutely wide open. Like Chicago's
I
not
mean,
even
yeah,
respecting them.
yeah. You get into these 3rd and shorts, and I mean, you just got we do a good job of converting third and shorts. So we're past the 50 now. Almost wonder if we're in 4 down territory with where we're at.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
And another tight end's going to come up big on this play.
Emmanuel Wilson in the backfield. Love under center on this 3rd and 2. Play action. Love on the rollout. Josh Weil. Probably a 20-yarder there. Dude, that is one of my favorite football plays that I really wish would be a staple of our offense is play action bootleg, and you do layers of depth in the routes, and it's just an easy completion for Love to you just hit the tight end about 12 yards down the field and let him turn it up.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. That's got to be Grady Jarrett he just ran into. So the Bears picked up C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's been making an impact in this game a
Oh
couple
wow,
weeks
yeah,
ago.
I just saw that Jacobs just got just absolutely
Yeah,
leveled by Jarrett.
I don't, I don't think it was Grady Jarrett, but it was Dexter. I think the last name was Dexter on.
Oh, Gervin Dexter. Yeah.
Yeah. The Bears got a pretty big interior, so
Yeah. All right. 2nd and 10. We're almost in the red zone, man. We
oh shit.
gotta get some
What
points out
is
of this.
this?
Love under pressure, throws it away. Late flag.
I think they're saying this is on Green Bay. Ben Johnson has shown zero emotion on the sideline. He looks like cold's bothering him. They picked up the flag, no flag.
No
How like
flag.
how do you do that? Like how do you throw a flag and be like, oh, never mind, I changed my mind. So it was supposed to be on Chicago. It was supposed to be illegal contact for C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and they're like, nah, we changed our mind. That would have been automatic first down.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's he changes Musgrave's direction. That kind of seems like
After
it should
five
have been.
yards, too, right? Isn't that after 5 yards?
Yeah, that seems like it should have been a penalty.
No.
Well,
Wow,
third and
Chicago's
10.
got a lot on the line right here. They are blitzing heavy. Yes, yes.
Looks like Love calls a protection adjustment. Chicago brings a blitz. Love's protected well. Lost it to Watson. Touchdown.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
Dude, I really like how much more we've tried to get Watson the ball horizontally
On like
since he's
intermediate
come back.
horizontal routes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's becoming a more complete receiver this year since he's returned.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Like it's that 1 year extension that Gutekunst gave him for cheap, like 13 mil or something. That is looking like an excellent extension so far.
Yeah, he keeps playing like this. He's going to be in for like a $30 million a year payday, though. So
Yeah, man. But yeah, just with him being more than just a straight line deep threat and being able to do the crossers and do the outs, and we even saw a slant in this game. Like that. Like he's a big, long guy who he should be able to win contested balls, and then when he does, he's got the speed where he can take off. If he
you,
makes one man miss, it could
do
go
you
to
know
the
what
house.
like about that touchdown catch is that was a straight 50-50 ball, and Jordan Love's just like, I trust my guy, and he just lobbed it up there. And
Mhm.
then he's like, he trusts Watson to make the adjustment and like beat the Chicago defender for that ball.
Yeah.
Like that was just a lob. It wasn't even like a bullet. Like I'm gonna like put it like right between the numbers. He lobbed it and he's like, make a make a play. Like don't let this get picked. Catch it. Let's score. Like let's go.
Yeah, man.
I like that. I like that
Dude,
he's
I
just
mean,
trusting
we
them on
we
that.
saw Brett Favre throw plenty of passes like that, just trusting his man. It wasn't really a common thing for Rodgers, but it's a play that works if you've got a physical, aggressive receiver, like give him a chance, and that's Watson is a big physical guy. And dude, hey, I I don't think we can emphasize how important it was. We came away with 7 there.
Oh
I
yeah.
was a little worried that third and 10, we're going to settle for a field goal, and we all know how that goes. Coming up with 7, that's big.
I know we got to play Chicago twice. I'm still of the mind that like I think we can split this 1-1 with them. I would love 2-0. I do not want to go 0-2, but I think realistically we go 1-1 with them. But if we can win this one, we build some serious momentum because that's 3 straight divisional games that we would have won. We beat Minnesota pretty good, and then that huge one last week in Detroit, which man, I would have loved to watch that one with you. That would have been so fun watch.
Yeah.
I had so much fun watching that Detroit game. That was a good one. All right, so we are up 7-0. It's about 10 minutes to go in this game, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. And McManus kicks it deep. Let's not make sure they don't get a good return. Pretty good
Looked
stop.
like one of the Bears was changing their cleats on the sideline.
I think that might have been one of the defenders that was out there, maybe the defender that was in coverage
Mm,
on Watson.
nice
So
special teams
so
tackle, man.
they're about to show a little thing on Micah Parsons. Now, I was going to make a comment during this where Parsons would probably be the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year if it wasn't for Myles Garrett having like the single greatest defensive season in NFL. Like he is 3 sacks away from breaking the, like I think it was it Strahan single season sack record or
Yeah,
something.
Strahan and TJ Watt are tied.
Yep, he's only 3 sacks away, and there's 4 games left.
Yeah. Right. And the thing is, like, that's on a terrible Cleveland team where it's not like the offenses he's facing are playing catch up and he has a lot of pass rush opportunities.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
All
First
right.
down run for about
Second and
5.
7. They get three
Oh,
yards.
3. That is a good spot.
Yeah,
Looked like
second and
both Coop
7.
and Williams were in on the tackle.
Let's try to get this ball back and not let them match us on a score here. Because they're going to be trying to get that running game going on this drive.
Looks like we may be bringing McDuffie on a blitz off the edge. Oh, no, we shift him into coverage. Okay, Quay Walker and McDuffie. Nice tackle for a 2-yard gain on that run. Puts him in the third
Yeah, so
down.
we got Nate Hobbs back. We got Quay Walker back. We got a lot of reinforcement. We did lose Devontae Wyatt for the season, which sucks, and that's a huge loss for us. Uh, but it's the NFL. Other guys got to step up. Ooh, that's a great play. Ah, shit.
All right.
It's just a good play by Caleb, I guess.
3rd and 3. Nixon giving a lot of cushion and coverage. Williams on a bootleg. All right. That was Hobbs in coverage.
Rashawn Gary actually got pressure on him. Look at that. I liked Edge Coop coming, so I was like, Caleb's going to get the corner on Gary and be able to cut that up. But Edge Cooper takes away that. And then, but when Coop comes up on that, it opens up Luther Burden for that catch there. So one of
I
those
mean,
damned if you do,
Burton
damned if you
was
don't.
deeper. I don't even think that was Coop's responsibility. I think Hobbs just loses Burton in coverage.
Is that
I
intentional
would expect
grounding?
we're going to see Edge Cooper spying Williams quite a bit today.
I like this play
Get
call you're about
get
to
him,
see here.
get him, dude.
So
I love, dude. I
we
do that
sent
shit.
Keyshawn Nixon and Parsons on that side. Nixon gets him.
Dude, I do that shit in Madden all the time. If I'm facing like a running quarterback who keeps trying to break the pocket, I will send a corner blitz from that side.
I
And
like it because Caleb does struggle under pressure. He will slice and dice you if you give him time. Most quarterbacks will. What the fuck was that, dude?
well, I'm looking at 2nd and 10. Williams under center. In motion, Loveland. Oh wow. All right. Pretty much a 1 yard gain.
Holy
But
shit, Edge Cooper just fuck. Like, watch the replay. Something goes flying on Coop. I don't know what. I hope it's not a tooth.
oh yeah, I think
Whoa,
maybe
whoa,
his mouth guard.
whoa! There's a flag. I think it's on Nixon. First down, Chicago. God damn it, Nixon.
What? What? How? Like I'm watching a replay like 40 seconds after the play.
Unnecessary roughness or something. Hands to the face.
Dude, they didn't. That's bullshit because they didn't call that on the field. The like multiple replays happen and then they decide there's going to be a penalty. If we're going to play like that, let's zoom in on Chicago's offensive line and look for penalties every play. Like you can't do penalties with replays. That's bullshit. All right, first down run for 2.
So it was a piece of Edge Cooper's helmet that went flying, which shows that it was helmet to helmet, by the way.
No, they'll never call that shit on the offense. Coop's got to get lower, man. Can't be coming in taking a shot like that.
So um this is just it's like a whatever play, but so Chicago's gonna run the ball again here. It's gonna be like a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. But the game plan now is very specific. Like Chicago's like, if we want any chance in this game, we got to get the run game going. Like,
Yeah.
so they like that's how they won last week. Is they just demolished on the ground. So they got to get 3rd and shorts if they want to have a chance, and that's what they've been doing so far.
Yeah, and they've been moving Williams out of the pocket a lot too. So I would not be surprised at some point to see him take
So
off with his legs.
this is going to be interesting. You know, Ben Johnson's going to be going for this. This is going to be a 4th and 1, Cody. And Caleb Williams has been pretty good about just doing those QB sneaks where he just like jumps up over the pile and reaches. So you
Hey,
got to watch for that.
dude, I want to call out Edgerrin Cooper's strength and effort to prevent this from being a first down. Like
Oh, yeah.
he gets hit. That running back has a head of steam, and
All
Cooper
right.
stands him
He's
up
under
and pushes him
center.
back.
He's going to jump. I know. I can see it. He's going, oh, all right. Come on, Gary, you little slow little asshole. Fuck.
Yeah, Rashawn Gary ain't catching Caleb Williams running to the edge. Dude, it's so hard to defend those 4th and 1 plays.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you just
Gary is
can't get
such
in
a
them.
lazy fuck. Like, look at the way he just pulls up and stops running toward the end of that.
I like this one. Yeah, you just can't get yourselves into like 4th and 1s. You gotta get them. If I said it in the pregame, like you got to get Chicago into like 3rd and 7s.
Dude, Isaiah McDuffie has been playing the best football of his career this past month.
I
So like
think I
that,
saw I don't like PFF a lot, but PFF has said like Isaiah McDuffie's like a top 5 linebacker the last like 3 weeks.
well, dude. So that first down play, we limit it to 1 yard, and it's because McDuffie sets the edge so well. He forces the running back to cut back
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
inside.
whoa! What's going on now? A flag for who? On who?
Just let him
Oh, it's on
play.
Chicago. It better be on Chicago. Oh my God, why is this on Green Bay again? It's Luther Burden who's fucking pushing him, man. It's unreal. What are these refs doing? They got money on the game, I swear. Come on. That's unreal. That's absolutely ridiculous.
You can see in the replay, Burden throws a punch at Valentine's face. How is this on Green Bay?
That's oh my God. Just give him a touchdown then. They took Nixon out of the LaFleur just called Nixon out of the game now. So we're looking at Hobbs and Valentine out there now. That's ridiculous, man. Oh yeah, Cody. Yeah. Who's 94? Carl Brooks?
Earl Brooks.
Carl Brooks just lays the hammer down on this, man.
Oh wow, yeah. That's
Almost gets a fumble on that too.
dude, that's against Joe Thuney too. He's an all pro guard, and Brooks just nice inside and blows his jet sweep up.
Hey, oh, Brooks is back too. He was another guy who's been hurt and he's back now. So that's big. 2nd and 16.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Holy. Man, Cody, that got me so hot. Oh,
Really, a draw?
they
Pick up.
they picked up like 8 or 9 though. So
Yeah.
all right, 2-minute warning.
Dude, how about this what is his name? Monaguy or whatever, the Chicago running back. They took him in the
Like
7th round. He's been
Kyle
a
or
find
Kylie.
for them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been kind of taking over more and more. They like started off with DeAndre Swift as their starting running back, and he's still, I mean, Chicago likes those 2 running back sets that thunder and lightning combo there that Ben Johnson likes to run.
Yeah.
Man, so there's been what 2 big penalties. There's been 2 15-yard penalties on this drive on the
I'm a
defense,
little
both on
surprised.
Nixon too.
I'm surprised the refs are being so sensitive with penalties in a divisional game
This is
with the
this is
division on the line.
yeah, this is Green Bay Chicago.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
like
let them
it's the
play, man.
most contested, heated rivalry in the league. Like this is can you imagine like Vince Lombardi coaching this game and seeing the refs call this stuff? Like like he'd be like, this is Chicago Green Bay. Like this is what we do. Like I half expect someone to get shanked out here.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got guys like, you know, Ray Nietzsche and Dick Butkus in this rivalry. Like, it's physical,
And
you know?
and let them talk crap, man. Like just let them jaw. Like just let them go. Like why are you policing that? Like yeah, Keyshawn Nixon walked up to him and he started talking like jibber jabbering, but just let it go. This is
Yeah, I don't know.
These are
It's
two teams that
stupid.
hate
It's
each other.
stupid because it's so inconsistent the way they call it from game to game, team to team. It like if you can't call it consistently, it's a bad product.
Yeah, it makes it unfun to watch. It makes it unenjoyable to watch after a while.
I was gonna say like the past couple games we've had, against Minnesota and Detroit, they've been some of the most enjoyable games because there've been so few penalties. Like
Yeah, the
you're
Detroit
actually
game
able to
was
just watch the game.
that Thanksgiving Day game was great to watch because I don't really remember penalties being a thing. I don't remember seeing the refs too much in that game. All right, is this third down or is it second down? Third and 8, big third and 8.
This is a big third and 8. If we stop them, we'll have time on the clock to go put up points before the end of the half. If they convert, they can drain clock.
Dude, I tell you what, Jeff Halfley has put in some time scouting this Bears team.
Dude, Parsons was so obviously held on that. It
Yeah,
is
yeah,
absolute bullshit
you
that
got
they
to
don't
call it
call
on
this
both
stuff.
sides. You have to call it on both sides. So I love this play though. Those Green Bay defenders were swarming on that play. That screen could have been disastrous. So they're selling for a field goal, and we get a minute 22
Dude,
or so.
how did they not call that a hold against Parsons?
I don't know because they don't call holding calls. The NFL literally tells the refs be like, you can't call holding calls on Parsons because you would just have to call it every day, like every play.
Well, we hold them to 3.
Man,
Jesus Christ, dude, they drained 45 seconds of clock on that.
so I'm surprised we didn't take a timeout, Cody. We have 3 timeouts. We didn't take a single one.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll have a minute 14 and 3 timeouts. Um, I don't know if I feel great about getting a touchdown in that time, but maybe a field goal. We do get the ball to start the second half. Well, while you're jerking off over there, I'll take a quick look around the league, see if we got any interesting scores. Oh, looks like your boy wonder Daniel Jones fucked up his Achilles in the loss to the Jags today. Hope your fantasy team wasn't hoping on him for the playoffs. All right, around the
Yeah,
league.
I managed to pick up Joe Burrow a couple weeks ago and
Oh,
stashed him, so got lucky
all
on
right,
that.
lucked out. Uh, we do have a couple interesting scores around the league here. Um, Los Angeles Rams playing in Arizona. They're up 17-10, and first half is just about over. So that's a bit closer than you would expect. It'd be awesome if Arizona could do us a solid and beat the Rams. Um, Earlier today, Pittsburgh pulls out the W against Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers might drag them to the playoffs yet. Uh, Minnesota just demolished Washington 31-0. Um, which honestly I don't mind. Like at this point, Minnesota's not making the playoffs. Just yeah, let's make their draft position worse. It's kind of crazy how Washington was in the NFC Championship game last year, and they've just absolutely become one of the worst teams in the NFC this year.
Yeah, it makes that. Remember how excited we were at that week 2 Thursday night game, and we're like, oh, that's a huge win for us. Yeah, they seem to really regress pretty good this year. Jane Daniels got hurt again in that game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's been hurt a lot this year. All right,
I was
we're
surprised
back.
they played him, man. After that horrendous elbow injury and
Yeah,
their
and they got
bad record, I would have just
hurt his
shut him
elbow again
down.
today.
What's that?
Hurt his elbow again today.
Same elbow?
I think it was the other elbow.
Dude, he's so skinny though. Like when
Oh, I
you look
know.
at him, it's like he's not gonna hold up.
Oh wow! So when we come back, like I'm seeing this right now, we got Musgrave up top.
Did you see what the penalty was on that kickoff?
No,
Oh,
that
we're
was
starting at the 40. Yeah, I think Chicago didn't get it far enough.
well, that's huge for us. So obviously, I would love a touchdown here, but even a field goal puts us back up by 7, and we get the ball back. So
Dude, I don't love opening with a run here.
it's just you see it all the time though. Like teams just try to get going. You know what,
Mm.
Cody? I kind of see it. I can kind of see it because like you want to run it and you want to get some positive yards, and then you want to go into hurry up offense and get the defense having to like adjust to you in real time instead of like an incomplete pass and then like they kind of stand around and get the play call in and this and that. Like it makes sense if you go hurry up offense. So
Dude, that was a tight window throw by Love. I kind of I thought he would take the
that
wide
was
open dump off to Jacobs.
yeah, same. But that was Muskrat now who has 2 catches on the game. So Evan Williams got his hands full if he wants to fulfill your prophecy.
Hey, I will gladly watch
Muskrat's
a
like
Luke Musgrave coming out game.
Muskrat's like a top 3 receiver for us in this game, I think, right now. He might have the most targets in the game, besides Reed, maybe.
Reed's got a lot of targets. All right, come on, let's get this thing rolling. 49 seconds, 2 timeouts. We're just past midfield. All right. Well, Muskrat
We
didn't
go to
come up with
Muskrat
that one.
again, though.
I I don't love that one. All right, so the difference we're seeing there, he's having
Oh,
success when we throw to him
whoa,
downfield.
okay.
That is a little line of scrimmage dump off where he doesn't have yard after the catch ability. Like that would have gone
I
nowhere
want to
even if he
see.
caught it.
Dude, look at our receivers on this play. None of them have their mouth guards in. They're all just dangling.
Yeah, well,
Oh my
they're
god.
just
Oh my god, Cody! I don't know what happened.
Love has all day, fires deep. Is that Bo Melton?
Buddy,
Chicago just forgets to cover Bo Melton here.
why is Bo Melton playing so much, dude?
Dude, he's a 3-phase player. He's better than Travis Hunter. You think Jacksonville would trade for Bo Melton?
uh, so I propose. So for if anyone ever listens to this, I'm sure Cody made that comment because I texted him earlier today, and I said, "Hey, do you think Jackson would ever be interested in a Rashawn Gary for Trayvon Walker swap?" And I said that because Jacksonville already made a player-for-player swap earlier this year with their corners, a guy I really liked, and Rashawn Gary's underperformed for us for the most part, I would say. And Jacksonville has Trayvon Walker, who is also massively underperformed for them based off his draft status. I wouldn't mind seeing Trayvon Walker have a second chance in Green Bay because he's a bigger guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I would take that trade 10 out of 10, 10 times out of 10. How I responded to you is why would Jacksonville do it? Walker is younger, cheaper, and doesn't have the injury history that Gary has.
well,
Why would they
Trayvon
do that?
Walker's he's gonna need a new deal here soon though. So
I mean, Gary's already paid as a top 15 edge in the league.
However, I think Trayvon Walker becomes a no. I think he becomes a free agent in 2027. So
Yeah,
I think no. So I think they did they pick up his 5th year option.
I'm sure they did. Like he's underperformed, but he hasn't been bad.
I just think like that's a guy I would like to just like a guy who has crazy upside, but you still don't have to pay like Micah Parsons type money for. Like, but you also need like Parsons is gonna need some running mates with him. So like I don't want something happening like in Dallas where it was just only Micah Parsons after a while. Like that's all they
Brother,
had.
only Micah Parsons. Who tell me who else is stepping up and giving pressure? Gary hasn't had
LVN,
back in
LVN
like
when he's been
6
healthy, but
weeks.
yeah. But you ain't wrong, yeah. Well, I will say I thought Devontae Wyatt was playing really good ball with at least collapsing the pocket and like getting
Yeah.
pressure.
I like Wyatt when he's healthy, but I've said this to you I don't know how many times. I would not re-sign him because every year he's been in the league, he's proven he cannot stay healthy. And even when it's just like, oh, he's just missed 3 games and he's back, he's not able to play dinged up. Like as soon as he's dinged up, he's
Yeah.
nowhere near as effective. He's
Yep.
not worth the money, dude. I wouldn't pay him.
So Cody, Jordan Love's got 2 tutties in the first half, so he is on pace for a 4 tutty game today. Uh, Jordan Love's, besides the pick, playing well.
Yeah, man. I would
Oh,
not
that
have
ball
guessed
come out. Green Bay, same ball came out.
on the kickoff.
Yeah, I watched
Uh,
late, Cody. I watched late. See if you see something.
I don't know. It didn't
No,
didn't
no,
look like a
refs,
fumble in
refs
real
said
time.
Chicago ball.
Chicago's got 3 timeouts here. Do you think they'll be aggressive?
Yes, it's Ben Johnson. They're down by 2 scores. They have all 3 timeouts. They have all the time in the world. They are absolutely going to at least try to get a field goal. I promise you.
I mean, Williams is not the most accurate QB.
They are still going to be aggressive. I would bet a lot of money on it. Yep, they're going out throwing, and they pick up like a 15-yard play on it. So yep, they are in go mode. I think it's important to stay aggressive here. Do not let them kind of dink and dunk because they got 3 timeouts. They can they can throw it over the middle. They can throw it on the sideline.
That looked like a bit of a busted coverage. Javon Bullard was like sprinting toward Loveland from 10 plus yards away.
Do not go Joe Barry defense on this. Yes, sacked Enagbare. Compliments of Micah Parsons.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Parsons just destroys his man and
Was that Joe
pushes
Thuney?
Williams right into Enigbar's arms.
Was it Thuney that he destroyed? No, it was Jackson.
No. It's on the right
Dude,
side.
watch the replay. He pushes Darnell right in the back to like get him off his guy too. That is an elite player. Watch Parsons like have the awareness to push the right tackle to help free up the other guy.
Dude, he's so good. Like,
Why would
absolutely
Dallas
worth that
trade
trade.
him? That's insane that Dallas traded a guy like Micah Parsons.
And just because they, like, yeah, I get it. he signed the biggest defensive contract in NFL history, but
Man,
like
he's been worth it.
that's the way the league works. Like if
He's
you want
been.
elite players, you have to pay elite players. Like,
We are not 8-3-1 without Micah Parsons. Not even close. We're like 500.
meanwhile, Kenny Clark hasn't exactly been lighting it up in Dallas, you know.
Well, they had to go out and trade away more picks to go get Quinn Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say a Kenny Clark Quinn Williams interior is pretty nice. Like Kenny Clark's got to be pretty pumped to have a guy like Quinn Williams right next to him. Like it's Kenny's never been a number 2 guy his whole
No,
career.
no.
So that's a lot good for him. But I mean, Kenny's no scrub. I would still love to have him on Green Bay, but yeah, you got to have Parsons.
3rd and 19, I would suspect they're going to run the ball to keep the clock moving here.
So
well, they're
they
passing.
throw it. They throw it. They pick up 9 yards. It's 4th down now. Green Bay is going to take a timeout. Chicago's going to have to punt this ball.
Yeah.
Cody, if I'm Bisaccia, I'm calling a punt block. I'm trying to get a punt block on this, and then I'm telling Dobbs just fair fucking catch it, man. Like, don't even touch the damn ball. Good. It does look like we are in a punt block formation. Don't even touch it. Good job. All right, that's half.
Oh,
Cody, we're out 14-3 against Chicago, and we get the ball back after half.
got closer to blocking that than I thought we would.
You notice that my picture today for the key matchups was a punt block that we had?
I did notice that. Yeah.
I got throwing my dinner real quick.
I also noticed your Andre Rice and moniker.
Oh, yeah,
there.
that's my random Packer for the day.
I forgot we were doing that. All right, man. Well, at halftime, up 14-3, and we get the ball. It's going just about as well as we could hope.
Yeah.
Let's take a little gander at these halftime stats.
Hey, this is fun. This is fun. I like this. So while you're looking up stats, I managed to I bought Metal Gear Solid Delta on Black Friday. Decided to give that a go. Played that yesterday. Ended up playing it from start to finish all in one day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, we played about 10 hours of that yet, which is good. You know, I have not played video games much over the last few months. So it was good to just kind of like Sarah's not home, she's in Florida. So I just had a video game day, man. It was much needed. So Delta is fun. I recommend it if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan. It is the same exact game as Metal Gear Solid 3 from back in the day. It's the same, but they use the Unreal Engine. The game is very enjoyable to play. Again, a second time with the Unreal Engine with the improved graphics. It's fun. I would probably replay it even again. Even though
I didn't realize that the main campaign was that short. I remember spending a lot more time with it.
Metal Gear Solid 4 takes forever. So I actually watched all the cutscenes, and I called on the Kodak a few times to try to get some side stuff. Yeah, I beat it, and that was me pausing it and stuff. Yeah, you could probably beat it in under 10 hours. Yeah. So
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 might be my favorite in the series, but yeah. At any rate, taking a look at some of these halftime stats, Caleb Williams, under 50% passing. He's 6 of 14, for 32 yards, 2.29 yard average, 50 quarterback rating. Williams not looking good today. On the ground, so surprisingly, they've only run the ball 12 times and they've attempted to pass it 15. They're doing okay on the ground. DeAndre Swift is averaging 4.5 a carry. Monaguy's averaging 3.1. Their leading receiver, Luther Burns, got 12 yards on one catch,
wild.
3 targets.
That's
So
wild.
yeah, defense is really, really taking it to Chicago. And we got to keep in mind that interception that Gardner Johnson got in the first quarter, that gave them excellent field position. They were basically in field goal range to start that drive. So you take that away, and defense is really just giving them the business. And then for Chicago's defenders, obviously Gardner Johnson's got that pick. Montez Sweat's got a sack. Other than that, though, like no one has any QB pressures. Like our offensive line has really been given Love a good amount of time.
Yep.
And he's turned that into a 163-yard first half on 12 of 17, 2 tutties and the pick. Pretty solid balance of pass and run, actually. Love's got the 17 pass attempts, and we've got 15 rushing attempts, including the jet sweep to Reed. Running has been a little tough for Jacobs. He's only averaging 3.7 per carry.
I think that's pretty solid considering, like, all things considered, though. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I would expect it probably opens up a bit in the second half. I certainly hope we keep feeding Jacobs. Like I said earlier, I would love to get him some passes. He doesn't have any passing targets so far this game. Our receivers, though, Watson is the leader. 3 catches on 3 targets, 48 and a tutty. Bo Melton got that big 45-yarder for a tutty. Luke Musgrave, 2 catches on 4 targets for 22.
I wonder, I'm just speculating here, but I want your input. We've been seeing a lot of Bo Melton here in like the second quarter. We made a comment about it. Do you know who I haven't seen in the second quarter at all out there? Matthew Golden. Do you think Golden ran the wrong route that resulted in the pick, and the coaches are like, "All right, dude, you're done," and that is why Bo Melton is out there getting snaps because Golden ran a wrong route that resulted in a pick.
That is entirely possible. Obviously we don't know the plays that are getting called and where guys are supposed to be.
Why do you got Melton out there when you got Golden and Wicks not having any targets? Like they're not even out there.
No, that is definitely surprising to me that Wicks does not have a target yet. I have seen him on the field at least once, but yeah, the guy had a career game last week, and we haven't looked his way at all. But I mean, Watson has been serving the role of wide receiver 1 well, and then Melton comes up with the big play. Musgrave and Weil have both given us some solid production at tight end. Fitzpatrick as well. Jesus, dude, we got 5 completions to tight ends on 7 targets. So we've been using the tight ends quite a bit in this game.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I almost wonder if that's because the linebackers are so depleted. So they are missing their best linebackers in this game. Yeah. Tremont Edmonds is a big one. I imagine he will probably be back for the Saturday night game that we're playing. So
I'm not sure. I'm actually not even sure what his injury is. For a guy that started the first drive looking like the focal point, Jaden Reed has really tailed off. He's got 3 catches on 3 targets, but it's only for 13 yards. But they've been key catches. Like he's picked up first downs with his catches.
You know,
And
this is a big game for us to like. We should win this because after today, we only have one more home game the rest of the year.
yeah,
We have we have
Ravens,
three more away games and we have one more home game. So our next week uh we got
Denver.
Denver in Denver, which is gonna be a really tough game.
Yeah,
In that Denver climate there against a really strong defense, and then we play Chicago again in Chicago on Saturday night. That's gonna be a tough game for us. Then we get our final home game against Baltimore, who's played really bad this year, but I just feel like that's one of those games where it's like, I feel like Baltimore is going to try to play their best game of the
yeah,
year
bro.
against.
Anytime you got to face Lamar Jackson and Derrick
Yeah,
Henry, and they're desperate, trying to get into the playoffs, like that's a tough matchup.
yeah, like it's just going to be tough for us to win that. Um, and then we finish in a stadium that has been a house of horrors for us ever since it was built at times in US Bank Stadium there in Minnesota. So
Yeah, no, it's
tough sledding.
every game we have left is an important game, and frankly, it's not realistic to expect that we'll win all of them. So that's why today at home against Chicago, I think this is probably the most important game left on our schedule because like you got to win those home division games. Um,
If we have to lose like a game or two going like the rest of the way, I'm gonna obviously pick like the Denver or the Baltimore game.
yeah,
Like so.
yeah, for sure. Um, Rounding out the stats here, on defense, Henning Barre got the sack. NFL.com claims that Parsons only has one pressure. That seems incorrect. I've can think of at least three times where he has just blown up the pocket and flushed Williams out. Um, Besides them, no interceptions, no. Evan Williams has the pass defense where he punched the ball out on Loveland, but other than that, it's like no deflections or anything. It's really just been Caleb Williams has not looked that good, and uh, the defenses kind of played collectively to limit Chicago's running game pretty well. Um, so yeah, man, I don't with that in mind, kind of if you're Ben Johnson. What are your halftime adjustments?
You gotta stick. You have to stick with the run game for Chicago. Like you can't be getting into airing it out against this pass rush. Like that's when you're going to get like the Evan Williams and the Xavier McKinney's of the world just like feasting. In fact, this game should be even worse than 14-7 if it wasn't for like some of these bonehead plays, like with like Nixon getting 30 yards penalties on one drive. Like that would be a shutout. Like we'd be shutting them out right now, 14-0. So um and
Dude,
then
Nixon gets a lot of personal foul penalties.
Nixon seems to think that he's like, Patrick Surtain out there, you know?
Which
Um,
like I like my corners to have some swagger, but I it'll be interesting to see. We signed him to a 3-year extension. Um, the first year he started in the slot, and he's largely outperformed that contract. And
he's got
and
one more year left, right?
yeah, I think next year is his last year. But I think the contract, like in retrospect now, looks pretty good. I think it was like a
But do you
3-year,
think he
18 million contract. But will
do
we
you think he
re-sign him? I
well,
don't
I don't
know.
know. Do you think I could see him like wanting to hold out this year, being like maybe I'm be like, dude, I've been cornerback one like the whole year. Like I'm you gotta resign me now.
Yeah. And the thing
Whereas
is,
with
like,
me, I'm like I think he's been okay, but I think the only cornerback I like really really want more than anyone else is Carrington Valentine, man. Like,
yeah,
so
I think Valentine is definitely a guy who keeps getting better and is worth re-signing on an affordable deal. Nixon, just his general attitude and the fact that he is kind of considered CB1. I could see him wanting a big contract from us, and I don't know that he's necessarily worth it, but it could be one of those situations where we're just kind of bent over a barrel of like we don't have any other depth, you know. It
and we don't got first round pick for the next 2 years either. So
yeah.
and yeah, so that makes those like second and third round picks even more selective. Like you gotta like we gotta hit some home runs later in the draft. You know, like so you get rid of those first round picks, which is your greatest, highest probability of like hitting on a starter. Goot's gonna have to like do some work and make sure that he hits on his third round picks, which is something he has not historically done. That makes these third round picks even more. He's done a good job in the second round. He's done a really good job on day 3, but his third round picks have to be solid these next couple of years. So
It wouldn't shock me if like if we keep the second round pick, trying to get a higher tier player who might fall, but then trade our third round pick to try to collect more day 3 picks. Wouldn't surprise
yeah,
me.
cheap labor, man. When you have a top when you got 2 players on your team at $100 million in your cap, man, you gotta get some cheap labor. So
Good opening kickoff return here. We're gonna be
yes,
starting at
it
about the
was.
35.
Yep. Oh wow, Love's kind of going pretty quick already. 7 degrees out there.
All right, boys. Let's turn this into 21-3.
Hold on.
Play action. Love has time. Flush out of the pocket. Throws it away.
In the second half, but he said, we got to make sure we take care of it. He said, with that last penalty, it cost us 3 points. We can't have that the rest of the way. Offensively, 207 yards in the first half. Their most.
Dude, Bo Melton is like starting out there at receiver. He was out there in that first down play. He's out there now in second down. What is going on? Why is Bo Melton getting so much playing time?
Yeah, I want to know where Wicks is. Like, is he hurt?
No, he's active. He's already been out there on some plays, but like Golden's not playing. But as I said, I speculated that like that's the reason that like Golden's been benched for running a bad route.
Jacobs probably loses half a yard on this
Yeah,
second down.
it's third and 11. We're in a real dangerous spot of going 3 and out.
All right. A lot of cushion at the top of the screen. Love fires. Eh, are they going to call that offensive pass interference?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Bo.
Which is fine. It's already third and
Yeah.
11. They're going to decline it.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good play by Melton.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up the interception. That ball was severely underthrown by Love. Melton never
However,
really had a chance.
Cody, that sucks. That means that we're giving this ball right back to Chicago on like a 3 and out. So nothing would have made me feel better than going down and getting 21 points, going up 21-3 against a tough Chicago team. But all right. Kind of knew this wasn't going to be a blowout anyway, so
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself, man. Might get a pick 6 here.
That'd be the dream. Dan Whelan's been one hell of a punter for us.
Yeah.
This punt's inside the 20. Well, was until the ref keeps walking it up.
What's the flag?
Hopefully blocking the back on Chicago. Oh my God.
Dude, I wonder, like,
It's not Green Bay.
when a punt goes out of bounds like that before it hits the ground, how the hell do the refs, with any accuracy, spot, where
They
it went out of
guess.
bounds?
They
Like,
guess. They guess. So it's holding on Matt Orzik, who's the lawn snapper. And we're going to have to repunt this now. That was a hell of a punt by Dan Whelan that was at the 21 of Chicago. Chicago's probably going to have some pretty good field position now.
oh, maybe Whelan will just fucking blast this down to the 5.
It's at the 35. He gets it to the 35. All right.
Now, so if I'm Chicago, I mean, like you said before, you gotta stay committed to the run. But in the passing game, I would really try to. I'd be trying to get the ball to guys like DJ Moore or Luther Burden in space. Like, see if
Thought
they can
Luther
make a
Burden was
man
going to be a
miss.
heavy focus in today's game so far. I thought
But
with O'Dune's out, that Burden who's been like I've noticed he's getting the snap counts been going up, whereas DJ Morris he's kind of been phased out a little bit more. I thought that today was like a Luther Burden type of game, so could still happen, but
I mean, DJ Moore, he's a good receiver. He
first round pick by Carolina. Yeah, I think he's a great receiver.
I mean, dude, when he first came to Chicago in that trade, um, he's putting up what, like 1,200-yard seasons with Justin Fields. Like,
Yeah, well that's also like all they had. They had him and Darnell Mooney.
yeah,
That's it. So, but yeah, he's a great receiver. Yeah, I'll be right back.
yeah. Chicago does seem to really like the tight end they took in the first round this year, Colston Loveland. Which I could see him developing into a problem. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he's got that. He has a very big, tall frame. He's got speed. As he gets more familiar playing at the pro level, he could be a problem for years to come.
Yeah, I think Chicago did a great I'm impressed with what they did on offense. They went out and they got Colson Loveland, who's probably going to be a good tight end for them. He'll keep getting better. They'll probably eventually phase out Cole Kmet, but
Dude,
Cole
Cole
Kmet's a
Kmet
pretty
is
good.
a hell of a tight end too.
Yeah. And then all right. So coming up here, I don't know, but in front of you, I wasn't about to go this whole game without bringing up the Ben Johnson press conference where he verbally goes after Matt LaFleur. And what pisses me off, so if I'm LaFleur, what pisses me off more than anything is that stupid little shit-eating grin he gets when he's like, what makes me happiest is like I got to beat Matt LaFleur twice a year. Like, oh my God, that would just rile me right up, man. Like,
Yeah, it was interesting how he singled LaFleur out.
because what he said was he goes like, there's really good teams in this division. And I respect the coaches throughout the league. And then he goes, and you got two coaches in the FC North who are Coach of the Year candidates in Kevin O'Connell and um, uh,
Dan
Dan
Campbell.
Dan Campbell, and then he doesn't say anything positive about Matt LaFleur. He just goes, "Plus, I really like beating Matt LaFleur twice a year." Like, wow, man! Like, tell me shots fired without saying shots fired. So
Evan Will. Oh fuck, man! Williams was coming on a blitz, and he bites going after the running back instead of Williams. If he went for Williams, that would have been a sack for sure. Instead, it's a first down scramble.
I expect them to go run heavy now, probably here, Cody. They're going to want to try to eat up some of this clock and move the ball and get some favorable down and distances.
Yeah, no, they definitely. I think they'll want to try to have an extended drive and drain some clock.
We could use a turnover. Like, I would love a turnover in this game. You know what would just kill their kill? Oh wow! Hey Cody, Caleb Williams got his fingernails painted.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're white.
I
Yeah.
usually don't spend much time looking at quarterbacks' fingernails.
You'll see it in a replay here.
I did see it now that you mention it.
Yeah. So I was gonna say it because Micah Parsons made a comment. He's like, I'm gonna knock the finger polish right off his whole fingers. He did. He said that. And like, yeah, I was like, that's my defensive player of the year right there. So that ended up being a really good run by by the Chicago running back there. I thought it was gonna be like a 1 yard gain. He ends up pushing it for 5. That's a
Well,
third and
well,
5.
you can see after that play, Parsons goes up to the ref and he's like, forward momentum was over. Parsons was sitting
Yes.
there tearing at the ball, and the refs just allow it to keep going.
So
Oh.
Javon Bullard's playing today. He was a guy who missed a lot of practice time this week. He was there was a lot of doubt on whether he would play or not. I just took a look and I saw him out there. So the Chicago picks up the first down, looking at 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift's in the backfield. They're in a full house formation. Wow. Get there. Fuck me, dude. Son of a bitch. Ah.
Dude. Come on.
That was McDuffie in coverage. As good as he's played, McDuffie is a liability in coverage.
Yeah, I mean, you're asking McDuffie to cover their tight
That's a long
ends.
time to be asking McDuffie to cover. So
yeah, I don't really blame McDuffie here. That's Williams has got to get this sack. He lets the running back reroute him, and then Quay Walker is kind of slow in the follow up. Williams calling an audible on this 1st and 10 in the red zone. Probably 4-yard gain. Enigbare with the tackle.
I wish we had Quay in coverage and not McDuffie on that. But well, that's a 4-yard gain that they picked up on that 2nd and 6. Wow, I didn't think it was 4 yards. These are some generous spots. Refs basically giving a
Williams in the
forward
shotgun.
momentum. Stop, blow the whistle, dude. Unreal. Tell me the NFL wants us to be a close game without telling me the NFL wants us to be a close game.
Wow, it's so
As I said,
fucking stupid because they don't allow the defense to push a ball carrier back for negative yardage. Like, the pile stopped
No.
moving. Don't let the offensive line just decide like, oh, they're not going to blow the whistle. Guess I'll go ram into the pile. Third and 1.
They picked up a first down, but not a touchdown. I am an old school football fan. I I hate how partial the league is to offense these days. They just, like it's so hard to play defense.
Yeah, dude. It really it sucks because like
Oh,
I
oh my God! I thought those. Watch this. You're gonna like. You're like, oh my God, that's an interception, and it's not. It's a touchdown for Chicago.
and that's against Nixon.
Oh, it goes right through Nixon's hands.
Yeah, wow, that's literally goes right through his hands. Nixon not having a good game.
They're going for two. They're going for two. Wow.
Bunch formation to the right. They motion Loveland. Handoff. Oh, come on, dude.
Dude,
Had him stopped at the line of scrimmage and then the offensive line.
they're gonna show a back replay of like the touchdown. Nixon has to catch that ball. Like it's clear as day. He had it. Like he could have intercepted it. That's that's a big that's a big touchdown for Chicago. That one sucks. That one hurts.
Surprised, but not surprised that like.
Well, yeah. So before the touchdown there, yeah, I was going to say like the way the league has shifted rules to favor the offense. Like it sucks because I feel like we're never gonna see like an elite like 2000 Ravens defense again. It's just you can't do it with these rules. Um, I mean, probably the last like truly great defense was probably the 2013 Seahawks Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's been, over a decade now. Like there's there's no defense in the league that you expect to just shut out opponents. It's just too hard with
It's
these
a
rules.
really big deal when you like the Vikings game today. They shut them out. Like you're surprised because you just don't expect it. It's so hard, not, especially with the kickoff rules too. Like they get the ball to the 35 now instead of the 20.
I hate that. I really hate that.
And then you got like on top of that, you got kickers who can kick longer and longer field goals. You got like Cam Little that can cook like they can kick like a 70-yard field goal. You get the ball to 35, you get like 5 yards. Cam Little can kick you a field goal after like a 5-yard run. It's crazy.
3-point game, man. We can't afford another 3 and out. Can't afford
So I was
penalties or
gonna say
sacks. We need to go put up a touchdown.
this second half has gone all in Chicago's favor so far. So let's go, LaFleur. Let's go, Love. Start cooking.
Good return by Bo Mountain, which
Yeah.
is about 37. Wow, dude, these refs just, I don't, are they waiting for someone to get hurt? Like, why are they not blowing plays dead when forward momentum's over?
All right, we got Dobbs and Reed out there.
Dude, Dobbs doesn't have a fucking catch this game. I expected he would be a big factor today. Chicago playing press coverage. Jet sweep to Reed. Ooh, he's going. He's going. 15-yarder.
Yeah, that was a big one. That's what she said.
Dude, he just runs it so much more smoothly than Savion Williams. And dude, it is interesting. Since that interception, I have not seen Matthew Golden once.
No, I'm dead serious. I think he ran the wrong route. That's why it got picked. And the coaches were like, okay, you can't do that. You're done. Rest of the game.
Josh Jacobs, 1-yard gain. Looked like he might have had some room, but defender knifes into the backfield and kind of got a hold of his ankle a bit.
Bo Mountain's out there again up top. He's in motion.
Second and 9. Another handoff to Jacobs. Tough running. Tough
Yeah,
running.
about 5 yards. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. And we're just about in 4-down territory, I think, too, with where we're at. I would not be afraid to run this ball again.
Yeah. Especially with the cold weather. Like, I don't like
Oh,
our
Cody,
chances of a
Cody,
long.
Cody, 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 Cody,
Is it Christian Watson in the slot for a tutty? Bro. Should I be a fucking NFL head coach or what?
Oh yeah, man. I'm starting Christian Watson in fantasy today too. Hell yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
Jesus, I don't know, like, did LaFleur just find, like, were 2 pages of the playbook stuck together, and then he's like, oh, wait, there's this whole page of slants to Christian Watson. Let's
Slants that
start
I've
doing
never
those
fucking
again.
seen before. Well, again, I mean, I'm going to give him credit. Like, he's like, okay, they got like straight up backups in the middle of the field. Like, let's just attack the middle. It's working.
Dude, Christian Watson has, you couldn't ask for more from him since he came back from injury. Like,
No. Hell no.
I think he's
Wide receiver
been
one.
hands down wide receiver 1. Like,
Yep. Mhm.
and not only is he, you know, giving us touchdowns, giving us first downs, he's our best blocking wide receiver too. He's been the whole package for us.
The only thing that makes me like be like, oh man, is like, I wish we would have got more games with Watson and Kraft together out there.
Yeah.
Like that would have been so nice. But we got Reed back. I think Reed's gonna get ramped up more and more. It's gonna be a nice combo.
Dude, it sucks. Like, the timing of Kraft's injury sucks because, like, he's going to be gone for half of next year, and he probably won't be up to full speed when he comes back. Like,
Maybe.
we're going to have to prioritize getting a tight end in the offseason.
I threw it out earlier. I would love Isaiah Likely, who I think is gonna be a free agent.
Dude, I wanted him the year he was drafted. I think he went in the 5th round, maybe. I
think he went
really
to-
liked his tape. Dude, I would be shocked if Baltimore lets him go. I think he's obviously their tight end one, but like you said,
Well,
they
they
just
just they just
they give a
re-signed Mark
3 year
Andrews to a
extension
3-year
to
deal.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, like, and then if I'm likely, I'd be like, well, like pretty clear. I'm not. Well, he's not gonna be tight end one in Green Bay either. He might want to go somewhere where he can be like a legit full-time tight end. So if that's the case, it's not gonna be in Green Bay. But I wouldn't. I think he would be an upgrade over Muskrat for
Yeah.
sure. Like
No,
let
dude,
Muskrat
it's
go.
because I was actually I was looking at Baltimore's situation, and I just assume that they're going to go with Likely as their long term tight end. So I thought this would be Mark Andrews last year there, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, he'd make a pretty nice bridge guy while
Yeah.
Kraft gets healthy. Well, that's plans out the window.
I think if you want a bridge guy, I think a guy like David Njoku is going to be like the bridge guy
Yeah, Njoku could be good.
because that Fanning guy Harold Fanning is kind of taking over as the tight end one in Cleveland now. So that was a big play. We're up 21-11. Huge.
Dude, I like on the
Oh,
replay
come
here.
on. Fuck.
What a penalty on the kick.
Hey, Big Mass kicked it out of bounds.
You fuck. It's actually kind of wild though that kicking it out of bounds, like it used to be that was a huge penalty. It's like, oh wow, they're starting at the 40. That's crazy. Now it's like, oh, a 5 yard difference from a touchback. It's not really that big
So
a difference.
Watson beat CJ Gardner Johnson on that.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say on that replay, kind of bold coverage by Chicago with all the speed we have on the field. They go single high safety man coverage. Um, if you're gonna do that, yeah, I'll give Watson a chance to test his speed.
Chicago's starting to make some hay with these rollout bootlegs. They're starting to work for them.
Yeah, that one's on Williams. Just kind of loses Loveland and coverage or Komet and coverage.
Good tackle. Bullard. Hell yeah.
Yeah, open field, strong tackle. It's going to be a half-yard loss. Man, Bullard has. I think Bullard has been the unsung hero of this defense. Like, no one really talks about him much. Like, it's not like he's come up with a bunch of interceptions or anything, but he just basically doesn't let positive plays happen.
He does his job extremely well.
And dude, like such an improvement from his rookie year. I remember last year he was real good against the run, but he got abused in coverage.
Mhm.
Williams is all day wide open. That's on Valentine. He just
Fine. Well,
loses Burden.
Valentine's asked to play zone on that one. Burden just finds a soft spot in the zone.
Yeah. I mean that's
What's funny is
Burden in the soft spot. Yeah.
Caleb Williams has struggled against the zone more than the man this year.
Yeah, I want to call out on this drive here. Parsons hasn't been showing up. I'm wondering if he's getting a little tired or what.
Waiting for the fourth down or fourth quarter.
All right. Well, Parsons does do a good job of maintaining the edge on that reverse to Burden, and it's limited to a 2 yard gain.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing Parsons start getting some rest here in this like late third down, so he's a little bit fresher in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also
hell
wouldn't
yeah.
mind seeing more of Parsons lined up at linebacker.
Best play Keyshawn Nixon's made all game right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that is absolutely Nixon's strength. Is he is a very physical guy, and you know they're going for a bubble screen there, and Nixon
Wow.
just sells out to
Watching
stop it.
watching that replay, you could almost make an argument for defensive pass interference. He basically tackles him before the ball even gets to him. But I'm
I
not
mean,
going to
what are you
complain.
supposed to do as a defender, though?
Yeah, but like you're not going to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Get there, throw it away. Great play call, Halfley. Great play call. That's my DC.
Dude, who is 60s? Who the fuck is 66?
For us?
Who? Yeah, for us.
There's no 66 out there.
I swore I saw a 66 coming
Do
through
you
on a
mean
blitz.
56?
I
That's
thought
Cooper.
it looked like 66.
It was Cooper,
Oh, okay,
Brooks,
yeah.
and Gary.
Yeah, all right. So Jesus, we send Cooper on a blitz for like the first time all year, and he is in the backfield so fast that his numbers literally blurred. Couldn't be seen by the human eye.
Well, hey, Chicago gets this to a one-score game, 21-14. Uh, do not rest or breathe. Sigh of relief. Yeah, this is still very much a ball game. But I think at this point in the game, a touchdown here, it obviously doesn't seal it or any by any means, but you are feeling it allows you to call a very relaxed game plan the rest of the way if you can go up 28-14 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man. I think on this next series, I would try to prioritize the run a little bit.
Oh, I agree.
Like we got to get our defense some time to rest, and I feel like Jacobs was running pretty well in the first half, but we're almost done with the third quarter now, and I feel like we barely given him an opportunity to get in rhythm.
Yeah.
Like I think he's had a couple carries the entire quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously J Love is balling out right now, got 3 touchdowns,
Yep.
but I don't want to forget Josh Jacobs. And I don't know, man. I'm like I have this feeling like it seems like Chicago's offense is starting to figure things out a little bit, and they're having some success moving the ball. Like I I I feel good about our ability to limit them to field goals, but I feel like they're going to be able to move the ball and at least get field goals going forward.
No, you're not wrong because so what you're feeling and what you're thinking is because of this. So here's Chicago's results by drive. Their first drive was a punt. Second drive was a punt. Third drive was a punt. Fourth drive was a field goal. Their fifth drive was a punt. Sixth drive was a touchdown. This drive was a field goal. So they've scored points on 3 of their last 4 possessions while they started off 0 for 3 with 3 straight punts. Like, yes, they're getting going. They're starting to put a rhythm together. They are scoring on 75% of their drives since starting for the first 3 drives. So, yeah. Defense, I want the offense to have a sustained drive, eat up some clock. I would like to score a touchdown, obviously, but I would like to do it with like 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter or something like that. So, wow, that was a
Yeah.
really good punt by or kickoff by Chicago there. Horse collar from behind, maybe.
Yeah, that was a good kick. Just
I want to see Jane Reed get going a little bit more on this drive too. If like a tandem between Jacobs and Reed, like some like shorter plays. Like we we hit on some home runs. Those safeties might be creeping back a little bit more, making sure we don't hit any more of them. Let's like let's attack them with Jacobs and Reed. Wouldn't mind seeing Wicks get some playing time out here too.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to me that Wicks doesn't have a target, and Dobbs, I think, only has one target that he didn't catch.
Dude,
Um,
I think I think Wicks got hurt last week, and I think he's active. I just think that they're probably just holding them out this week. Yeah,
that's a good open field tackle by the Chicago linebacker. Little swing past the Jacobs goes for nothing.
2nd 10. I'm still open to running the ball here.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to get in a 3rd and 10.
I don't like this play call. I don't like this play call. I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's needed.
Love underthrows it too. Like I feel like Dobbs didn't really have a shot.
I think this is Dobbs' first target this game. Also, that defender did not turn his head at all. You could make an. I've seen many refs call that pass interference. Many refs.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit,
man.
he ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. Yeah, we went 3 and out. Little dump off to Chris Brooks for like 6 yards, and we give the ball right back to Chicago. Man,
See a play like that, simple dump off to the running back. That's exactly what I would have done on 2nd down. You put yourself
or
in a 3rd and
I'm also
4.
fine with doing it on 3rd down as long as you don't go for a bomb on 2nd down. Like run.
Yeah,
That's why I say run the ball, pick up 4 yards.
yeah.
Like if you pick up 3-4 yards, that's a first down right there on that dump off. Then
Bottom of third.
Yeah, I didn't love that call, and like I said, Love just severely underthrew it. Wasn't really good execution by him. Pretty good punt by Whelan though. Gonna put them inside their 20. Yeah, I would like to see at least one Edge Cooper blitz on this series.
yeah,
And I think if I'm keen on one thing to defend, um, I want to make just absolutely certain that the tight end is covered on out routes because they keep doing the bootleg hitting the tight end on an out route for like an easy 10-15 yard gain. It's been their most successful play this game, really.
yep. Oh, Cody, if Chicago goes down and they score a touchdown here, I am not feeling great at this point. We got a tied game, and Chicago scored on 4 of their last 5 drives. We've, Cody, we have struggled. Did Bo Melton score in the 2nd quarter? Or no,
Yeah,
Watson scored in the 3rd though.
yeah. Watson scored in the 3rd.
So we did score out. So it's not isn't a total bust, but I'm happy with the big plays, and it was one of my keys to the game. Like you got to win like the big plays, but we've been solely reliant on the big plays, which come and go. Like we're not moving the ball consistently like we did on the first couple drives.
Yeah.
fact,
I mean, so
we've been
both
boomer bust
the
since then.
second quarter touchdown to Melton and the third quarter touchdown to Watson, both big plays. Um, the only like real sustained drive for points we've had was the first touchdown. And I think we got to get back to like I want to see Jaden Reed catching some shorter passes. I want to see Muskrat. Dude, like when we were sending him 10 yards down the field for some chain movers, he was having success.
Yep.
And that was opening up. Like remember when we went over the first half stats, we had 5 completions to tight ends. Most of those were wide open dump offs to like Fitzpatrick or Weil, because like they were just going like 5 yards down the field as a security valve, and Chicago was more worried about defending Musgrave or Reed or Watson. I want to get back to that chain moving kind of offense.
I agree. Are you surprised or not surprised that we haven't seen any Tyrone Hopper today? Obviously, Quay's back and he's healthy. But Hopper played very well. I didn't think that he deserved to be completely benched.
Yeah.
I expect
I
to
mean,
maybe
who are
see
you
a
going
little
to take
more.
off the field for him, though? I feel like McDuffie has been playing the best ball of his career. Like,
Yeah, you're not wrong. Chicago, I don't want to spoil it too much, but Chicago gets about 2 yards on a run here. They're looking at like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Chicago is playing their brand of football now in this second half. They're getting 3rd-and-1s, 3rd-and-2s, 3rd-and-3s. We're like they convert these. This is what Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell. This is their brand of football. We got to get them into 3rd-and-longs.
yeah. I mean, you're right. We really haven't put them in very many third and long situations.
Nope. And then they're going to start gashing us. For example, on this run, this Monon guy running back picks up a first down, about 10 yards too.
Uh, that'll take us to the end of the third.
And we got lucky that McKinney put his body on the line to get that stop because he was the last line of defense, and that running back was gone if McKinney doesn't make that tackle. So
Yeah, I mean those are the most dangerous running teams where like if you have a guy who can be a home run threat, like a Jahmyr Gibbs, where any given run could blast off for 70 yards, like those are the teams that are able to be elite at running. Chicago, I don't think they're quite there, but Monagai, like watching him, he has some qualities where like it looks like he could be an explosive back. Um, I don't know if he doesn't have the same shiftiness as Gibbs, so it's harder for him to make a guy miss. But he definitely hits the hole hard.
what she said. You know what? It's fourth. It's the fourth quarter. Time for my fourth quarter beer. That. So witching hour, Cody.
Take a quick peek around the league while we're on commercial here. Let's see. Oh, all right. That Los Angeles Arizona game that was looking close at halftime has turned into a blowout. Los Angeles is up 38-10 on Arizona.
Los Angeles looks unstoppable.
Dude, Devontae Adams. I think I read that like if he scores like one more touchdown, that he'll be like the only receiver ever to score 15 plus touchdowns on 3 different teams.
He scored 15 in for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think his first year with the Raiders.
I know. I know I know he's on pace for like 20 touchdowns or 20 some touchdowns this year for the Rams, but he's also on pace for under 1,000 yards receiving. Like all of his touchdowns are coming on like 2 yard goal line things. Like he's basically there like Derrick Henry.
Hey man,
All right.
there's not a guy in the league who's better off the line of scrimmage. Like
Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
really wish that we had never lost Adams.
I wanted him to have his whole career finishing. Oh my God, Cody, it's happening, man. This run defense is starting to get worn down, man. And this like they're not even using Swift. They keep using this like Kylie Monago guy or whatever it is. He gashed us for 9 yards. Second and one, like you might as well give him a first down here. So
Yeah, dude, it's the offense needs to give the defense a breather. Like you know, it's I think we both know this is going to come down to is the offense able to put up at least another touchdown in this game? All right.
dude, the tandem of Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams is like it's like unstoppable. Dude, the Rams offense is just ungodly good. I can't, that Seattle Rams game is going to be a fun one here in a couple weeks. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, I just keep hoping that Matt Stafford's spine disintegrates.
he's
'Cause that's
he's putting up an MVP. He might win MVP.
yeah, dude, I think he's probably the front runner at this point.
Yeah.
3rd and 1.
Oh yeah, we don't stop him.
Damn.
Funny how I don't recall Chicago getting a single penalty in this entire second half either. So Cody, they're they're killing us on the ground. This is starting to look like who they play last week that they just fucking
Philly.
killed. Yeah, this is starting to look like how they ran against Philly.
Yeah, dude.
If
I mean,
Chicago's going to beat you, it's not Caleb Williams that beats you. It's the offensive line that just wears you down, and then these running backs just like they just get you tired.
dude, I mean, I said it in the first half of I was really surprised that they were putting the game in Caleb Williams' hands more than their running backs. Um, and now they're running and they're having more success. Like, and we've allowed them. We've kept the game close, so they're able to run. If this was a multi-score game in the fourth quarter, they wouldn't be running this much. Oh
I
fuck
don't.
this trick play
Yeah,
bullshit.
this is starting to feel like one of those games that Green Bay just slowly lets through their fingers. Like we're just letting Chicago hang around. We can't get a negative play. We just can't stop them at this point now. He
Dude, Rashawn
sucks.
Gary's so bad.
He was supposed to have. He started off so good in the first few weeks.
The thing is, though, it's like he didn't like earn any of those sacks on his own. They were all flushed
What?
to him.
Well, he was never going to earn the sacks on his own. I feel like. I feel like he was just
Dude, he
gonna
was
get.
supposed if we didn't trade for Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary was supposed to be a hands down our number one edge rusher. We
Yeah,
would have
well,
been shit out of luck, man.
second three prior. We gotta get a sack or something.
Dude, Nixon is really looking inside. All right. He finally looked at the receiver he's covering. Kill him. Kill him. Yeah, I'll give Caleb Williams this. He is a very like shifty, quick burst quarterback. Like he's not like a real like long range scrambler like a Lamar Jackson, but he's good. He's like a matador in the pocket. He's kind of can just run around and make a guy miss.
Man, what are we challenging?
Yeah, this seems like a waste of a challenge. They're challenging the spot, but like
I don't like because it's going to be 3rd and inches, and like, who the fuck cares? Because you're not going to stop them if it's
yeah,
3rd and inches.
dude. I
So
mean,
yes, it's
second half, these timeouts could be very valuable. I
so
do not like
Cody.
this.
He's probably going to win. He did win because it's when you start to slide. He was clearly short, but all right. So we get an extra challenge. That's cool. But watch us give up a first down right here. I guarantee it. I guarantee we probably give up a first down right here.
Yeah, I think it's highly unlikely we stop them here.
Little surprise, surprise, 10-yard fucking running game run. Yeah, we're not stopping them. And Edge Cooper's hurt. This defense is like Micah Parsons at this point isn't going to be able to make game changing sacks late in the 4th quarter because he's got nothing in the tank at this point.
Well, and we can never seem to get a multi-score lead that allows the defense to play with their ears pinned back.
I hate Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think on that play there where Williams throws it away, I think you can see that Parsons is tired. Like if this was first quarter, I think that would have been a sack.
It almost looked like he was going to outrun Parsons.
Yeah.
And if Caleb Williams can outrun Micah Parsons, you like we're in trouble.
You know what we could really use here is we could use an Evan Williams or Xavier McKinney play.
So this is the best chance that we've had in a while here. So on the second down play, they do a bullshit fucking QB keeper. But we have both, I think, Evan Williams and
It
McKinney.
looks like McKinney and Valentine actually. Yeah. All right,
So a 3rd and 8. This is it, Cody. Like
now, if you're Chicago, do you play for 4th down and just do you like run here trying to get into like a 4th and 2?
they probably get a first down. They do. They pick up first down.
Fuck.
Cody, if so, at this point, they're going to score a touchdown. This is a tied game. If we don't have a sustained drive that results in a touchdown, I don't think we win the game. I don't think we win this game unless we have a sustained drive that results in a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, certainly if we go 3 and out again, Chicago is just gonna go to work on the ground and drain clock. So the
Second,
pressure is on the offense.
so second and goal, we got Parsons on the sideline. I'm keeping Parsons on the sideline again for the second down play. And hoping for the best. Caleb Williams is almost at 50% passing right now. He's 16 for 30. So again, he's been inaccurate. It's just the running game. We cannot stop the run now. We got Enigbare and Gary in there. Bet this is a run, though. It looks a lot like a run. Looks like they can run up the middle. They can. Gets it down to the 1. We don't have the guys inside. Might as well keep Parsons on the fucking sideline at this point. Be like, save your energy for the for the final drive. We're gonna need you.
And this is a play right here where I wish we had Nasir
Oh
Stackhouse
my
active.
God. I hate Ben Johnson so much.
Yeah, dude, their offense has basically been running game and tight ends, and we keep leaving the tight end open.
One, two, three. We count this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Cody, they ran 17 plays on that drive.
It's their brand of football.
17 plays. 17 plays, 83 yards. They ate up 8 minutes and 32 seconds of clock.
Well, man, this is where LaFleur needs to earn his paycheck. You know, he's
So at halftime, we were winning the time of possession by like almost like 3, 4, 5 minutes. The time of possession now is Chicago 30 minutes and 19 seconds, us 21 minutes and 41 seconds. Even if we hold the ball for the rest of the game, Chicago wins time of possession in the game now.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta get them off the field. You cannot let them stay in that fucking field, man.
I mean, like you said, it is what it is. Like we just after that Devontae Wyatt injury, we just don't have the horses at defensive tackle to dominate an elite running team.
No, no, we don't.
Like the way we need to play is from ahead, where we can utilize our pass rush, and you know we haven't been able to do it. You know, we start the third quarter with a 3-and-out, and then I think the next series was the Christian Watson touchdown, but that was a quick one. You know, it was a big play. And then we had another 3-and-out. 3-and-outs are like, I feel like it's almost as bad as a turnover in the second half of games. Like,
It's a killer. It's an absolute killer. So we were up what 20? We were up 14-3 at half, and now we're tied at 21-21. I mean, Chicago is just fully balled their way back into this game. They've literally just controlled the tempo, the line of scrimmage. Like they've been more physical than us the whole game. Like in the second half here.
well, man,
Got like Love's got to go do something now. So.
yeah, like honestly, that's what it is. It's this. The game is on Jordan Love's shoulders here. You know, like I said, I don't want to see Josh Jacobs left out. But it comes down to Love, and it's probably going to be Love and Watson because no one else has really stepped up as a go-to guy.
I don't think Jacobs gets phased out. I think the full playbook's open. You still use them, but I think when it comes down to third down, like inevitably when we get third down, Jordan Love's just gotta pick up his third downs.
Dude, the way our defense played on that last series, like, I think you really need to be treating this like a 4-down series. Like, yeah, not if we're at our own 30 or something, but you get to midfield, I'm saying 4-down
Wow.
territory.
Cody, this half, we've only held the ball for 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Well, offense should be nice and rested for this series. All right, we motion Josh Weil. Love's under center. Hand off to Jacobs. Okay. I'll take that 11-yard
Yeah,
gain.
yeah. Just keep it's I've done a better job the second half of like controlling my emotions, not ruining the plays, I feel. So like I just had to like be like I want to be like fuck yeah. Just had to keep it in. Yeah. Great run by Jacobs. Keep it up.
Well, I appreciate your restraint.
We're getting it into like crunch time. I'm not gonna ruin it in crunch time. So
Love under center. Play action. Fires deep. Hits Reed in stride. First down.
So do you know who do you know who that was on? That was on CJ Gardner Johnson again. That's another screenish type play. That they've seen something on tape that indicates that Gardner Johnson can be beat on these like screens, on the not screens, these slants.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's older. You know, I wonder if he just doesn't have the speed to keep up on a route that goes across the field.
Yeah.
All right, motion Musgrave. Love under center again. Hand off to Jacobs. 2-3 yards.
2 yards, second 8. Cody, what are you calling here? Second 8. Man, I I want to call a run, but I also really want positive yards. I don't want him to get hit at the line of scrimmage and have a third and 8.
You know what I would call? Outside toss.
Oh yeah, outside toss would be nice. We call something pretty close to it though.
All right, pistol formation. Josh Weil in motion. All right, swing past the Jacobs. Makes a man miss.
That was CJ Gardner Johnson that he just made miss. He is having a tough game. However, he does not pick up a first down. 3rd and 1. Cody, we are in field goal range. Obviously, we better pick up this first down. But is this 4-down territory for you here?
I go aggressive. This is 4-down territory for me.
You know what? We take it so serious that we call a timeout. Which means if you're calling a timeout now, a critical 4th down or 3rd down, you better pick up a fucking first down on this.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Next Sunday, the Lions and the Rams play. That is huge.
You know what I don't want to see on this 3rd and 1? A deep shot.
Absolutely not, dude.
You know that Love and LaFleur love to do it, dude.
Too much, like too many times. So we used to do that with Rodgers a lot too, but like I feel like our
He had
rate
Devontae
of
Adams.
getting like we had Adams, and we also felt like we were just better with like getting pass interference calls. Like we just don't get those.
Yeah.
This is a long 3rd and 1 though, Cody. This almost looks like 3rd and 2. Yes, Cody. This is so sexy. It looks. I'm like, oh my god, he's got nothing. He's got daylight.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, I love that fucking push forward. Josh Jacobs is a man.
Oh, Cody, you just gave me a window into your into, into your bedroom on that one.
Just
Oh,
gotta
come
push
on,
through.
Wilson.
What is Wilson?
Wilson has a touchdown and he slips, man.
I'm actually a little surprised that. Oh wow, yeah, just slips bad there. I'm
He had a
surprised we
touchdown.
rush up to run a play so quickly. Usually we don't go tempo like that.
Oh, I wanted a touchdown there so bad. So at this point, I feel like he was in.
All right, well, whatever. This injury slows things down and gives our defense more time to rest.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But we better get into the end zone. Cody, if it's 4th and goal, are you still going for it on 4th down? I think, man,
I think I would. I think I would because I think pinning, even if you
no.
miss, you pin Chicago at like the 1 yard line, and Caleb Williams is probably going to have to make at least one throw to get to a decent field position.
I don't know. I think I like normally I am in full agreement with you on that. I almost think I take the field goal though. I think it just depends. Like, just you know what? Just get your ass into the end zone so I don't gotta worry about it.
You know what I call here? Jordan
Oh, that was
keeper.
on. That better be on Chicago. Don't you dare call that in Green Bay.
What? What are they?
Neutral zone infraction on Chicago.
That's big. It's first down.
No, no, it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, half of the distance to the goal then.
Yeah. So we get about 2 yards. I think it was on the 4. So looking at 2nd and goal on the 2. Man, power football time for me.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
just
was gonna say go under center, goal line
man,
package, and
it is 2nd and goal. Again, we do not go power formation. I'm getting what
I wouldn't mind seeing like a pony formation with both Jacobs and Emmanuel Wilson out there.
I think what I'm not doing here is I'm not getting cute with like any like jet sweeps or like toss plays.
Oh
I'm
God,
you,
don't even put that energy into the
dude,
universe, man.
you got Josh Jacobs who is just one of the bigger running backs in the league. I am telling him to just get behind Aaron Banks.
Big old Anthony Belton, he's not a small guy either.
Well, we do go Anthony Belton on this actually.
All
But
right,
he, but, but
nothing.
but but he's got to cut back. He's got to try to go Aaron Banks' side then. All right, Cody. Now I don't know what I would call. Now I'm like shit because it's not on the.
You know what I'm calling here? I'm looking for Jaden Reed.
Yeah, we got Reed, Dobbs, and Watson out there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, bunch formation to the top. Oh, hand off to Jacobs, and he turns his legs, gets that tutty. All right, man. It's been a heavyweight bout.
Dude, I got worried. I thought Jacobs was going to get stopped at the 1. Do you think do you think Ben Johnson is crazy enough to like if he scores a touchdown to go for 2?
No.
All right, on this count. I'll be right back. We got 3 minutes to go. I gotta make sure I'm ready.
Okay, extra point is good. We go up by 7. 3:32 left on the clock. Chicago, they are probably going to approach this as a run heavy drive where they want to make sure we don't see the ball again. And I could see this coming down to final play of the game in the red zone. Is Caleb Williams able to make a completion? I could see that being the scenario that plays out. So I wouldn't actually mind resting Parsons for a good portion of this drive. Like, I wouldn't mind keep him on the sideline until they cross the 50. And then he can be as fresh as possible to come in and try to make a game sealing play. Jesus, dude, every time I go check other scores, Los Angeles is just beating up more and more on Arizona. They got 45 fucking points now.
How do you think we match up against the Rams?
I mean, historically in the LaFleur era, we seem to always play them pretty well.
I think it's tough to match up against those receivers with who we got.
I was gonna say, like, their receivers against our corners, that's definitely a bad matchup for us. Their offensive line, like, I don't think they really have any stars on their offensive line, so I could see Parsons having an impact. Their defensive line is very good, but our offensive line is generally held up pretty well. Honestly, it would probably end up. I think that game would probably end up being our offense versus their offense, who can make more clutch plays.
I can see that being an NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Rams Packers. And I'll be honest, it's going to be in LA, and I will not feel great about that game.
Dude, I would love for it to be in Lambeau, Devontae coming back home. That'd be an interesting story.
Well, if we do win, it could be. Oh, yeah. Great special teams play. Was that Hopper? I think it was Hopper.
Yeah. Dude, Tyrone Hopper. He has become a bit of a special teams weapon, man. I feel like whenever we see like a good kickoff tackle, it's usually Hopper.
Yeah, he reminds me of Oren Burks.
Yeah, Burks was a pretty good special teamer, yeah.
He was a special teams maestro for us.
Dude, you're right. Tom Brady's leather jacket looks so stupid.
Yeah, no, he's got the gloves on too.
Oh, all right. Come on, defense.
Oh, shit. This is going to be a barn burner. Man, all right. Well, at least they can't win if they score. You know what? It's whatever. Just might have to come down to us getting a field goal on our last drive.
Yeah, man,
The defense isn't going to be able to stop them.
McDuffie is in the underneath coverage, and he can't jump high enough. Well, yeah, I don't know if Walker would have made that play either.
Dude, holy shit. Watch this. Gary, Rashawn Gary just sucks. Micah Parsons pushes Gary out of the way to he's like, get out of my fucking way, you're too slow. Like trying to get trying to get Williams. He's like, fuck.
Well, yeah, dude, Gary's a fucking embarrassment.
Holding, by the way, holding on Parsons. Holy shit! Like again, holding.
Yeah, like
Call
the
it.
chokehold doesn't get called. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Call it. Holding on Parsons again. Unreal. Like insane. I'm so sick of it. I am sick of the holding.
Yeah, dude, when Williams has that long to throw, like it's nothing you can do. And it's if the refs aren't going to call holding on Parsons and none of our other pass rushers step up, then we're fucked. Like either the refs call a fair game or someone else on this defense needs to earn their paycheck.
It's like a double standard. It's like once you get as good as Micah Parsons, you have to be like dragged to the ground to get a holding call.
I would be really interested in because like I haven't really seen any Cleveland Browns games besides the one we lost earlier this year. I wonder if Myles Garrett has the same double standard.
Whatever, Cody. Like,
I mean, looking for silver linings here. At least Chicago is moving the ball down the field quickly in this scenario where if they do end up putting up a touchdown, you know, we could find ourselves in a position to go get a game-winning field goal.
true.
But, that's also assuming they don't, get down at the 10-yard line and then drain as much clock as possible.
True.
It's just fucking outrageous watching Parsons get held. Like, obviously held. Choke, like, arm around the neck. If you care about player safety, it seems like anything around the neck should be paid attention to. And the NFL says, fuck that. We care about offensive points. And it's just every goddamn play.
He got held on back-to-back plays, and then call it like Chicago should not be. I'm so like I'm really I've been yelling so much about it. I've been so mad. I'm like you can just tell my voice is going already. It's just
Dude,
like
honestly, like if I were Parsons and I just had to repeatedly deal with that, like I would just start punching the offensive lineman in the gut. Like if you're
right.
going to like just open yourself up so much, if you're gonna wrap your arm around my neck and just leave your body totally exposed, I'm just gonna start going for body blows until you adjust.
All right, so interesting here for Chicago. They have to score a touchdown. I fully expect Chicago to want to eat up clock though, so that Green Bay does not have time to go down and get a field goal. So they have to be very like methodical. They have to eat up clock, but they have to score a touchdown with enough time to take this to overtime.
Well, they open with a 6-yard run. Jesus, dude.
With the 5
We
comeback wins.
cannot stop their
Oh,
run.
oh, I know. But they're done at this point. They're just so gassed. Holy shit. Well, this 40 seconds to go and this clock is still running. So definitely not getting a field goal at this point. He's short. 4th and 1.
Oh, damn, that was a strong tackle by Coop. Dropped him like a sack of bricks.
Wow, and Agbari hit him hard.
Oh, that's Henning Bar. I thought it was Coop.
Hey, Cody, this is it. Someone get out there and make a play on defense. Who's going to be the hero? This is it. This is game. We can get this, seal the win.
All right, man. I'm keeping my eye on Isaiah McDuffie on this play.
All right, we take a timeout now. Get those boys some water.
Oh,
Shit, Cody, here we go. Well, he had a really shitty game, but he just redeemed himself.
Keyshawn Nixon with the end zone pick. And that makes us kings of the North.
Cody, I was watching that play unfold and I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, no.
Dude, Enigbare had some nice penetration on that.
Oh, Halfway's jacked up right now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that was Chicago's game plan of run the ball, throw to the tight ends, and do or die. The one play they had to have, they go to a tight end, and we're able to defend it. I wish we had put a little more focus on that throughout the game, but hell of a W here to move to 4-0 in the division.
Yep. Yep. Wow, that's huge. Considering we only won one divisional game last year, now we got four. We're 4-0.
Love seeing Caleb Williams' jersey covered in
Man,
green.
what I would do to be in Lambeau right now with those fans tonight, man.
Oh man,
We'd be toasting the town.
it's shit would be wild.
Got the dub, man. Kings of the North right now. And I'm not completely sure, but we should be either the 1 or the 2 seed right now in the NFC playoff picture.
Yeah.
So
Well, the loss to Philly would put us. Well, actually, no, because they.
no, the only one that'd be in front of us would be the Rams, I think.
Yeah, it's just the Rams, I think. Let's see. Well, Seattle's 10-3, and the Rams will also be 10-3 after
Okay.
they clean up with Arizona. So yeah, both of them would be ahead of us. But yeah, dude, we're our playoff destiny is in our hands. We take the lead in the North, and if we just keep winning, we still got a shot at the 1 seed. Uh, probably don't finish any worse than the 3 seed.
Yep.
But it's there's still there's still a month to go, and like you pointed out earlier, we only got 1 home game left. So we've got some tough road games ahead. Denver, followed by the Bears. Then we get that home game against Baltimore, and then we close out on the road against Minnesota. It's still a lot of football to be played, but man, this was a big time win today. So who
Sure.
are you giving your game balls to?
Offense, Christian Watson. Played great. Um, defense. Um, defense. You can give it to Evan Williams. I thought he just played an all around really good game. Again. Um, I think, and then just like a third, like whatever game ball. He did not have a perfect game, but it was better. I'll give it to Matt LaFleur. I thought he called a pretty good game for the most part. There were a couple plays I did not like, but he beat Ben Johnson.
Yeah, no, it's I don't think LaFleur was a liability in this game.
Yes, and he has been before, so that's an
Yeah.
improvement.
All right, man. Well, I will.
How about you?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, what about you?
I was gonna say, it's hard to argue with your Christian Watson pick. He's 4 catches on 4 targets, 89 yards, 2 tutties. That's a pretty darn good game. But you know what? I I'll give it to Jordan Love, man. I thought he played a real strong game. 3 touchdowns. He did have the interception, but you know, like you said earlier, it seems like there's some evidence that maybe that wasn't actually his fault. It might have been Matt Golden's fault.
Yep.
But yeah, Love puts up 234 for 3 tutties, a 120 quarterback rating in a big divisional game. And that's 3 divisional wins in a row. And Love has been playing good ball. Defense, uh, and defense is a little harder because like there weren't really many splash plays until Nixon closes with the interception there.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna give it to Cooper because I feel like he was
Wow. Okay.
he was just in on a ton of tackles today. Some of them were like very strong stops where the runner had momentum, and Cooper stops him short of the first down marker. And actually, like looking at the stats now, Cooper did lead the team tackles, 11 tackles, 5 solo. So I'll give it to Cooper in that like it was kind of a full team effort to slow the Bears offense. Um, but considering they had 260 rushing yards against Philly last week, and Philly's got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. For us to hold them to, more like 130, it's not like the best performance, but we actually held the Bears under their season average for rushing yards.
It started to get. I was like really jacked up in the first half. I was like, oh my god, they're doing a really good job with stopping the run. Second half, really. So, if they played in the first if they played the first half the way they did in the second half, a whole different ball game though. Like I don't think we'd probably win that though. So, um, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be any easier when we play them in just like what another like 13, 12 days. Like we play them in like 12 more days, which is wild that we gotta play them again 12 days. But so yeah, I expect them to have some revenge on their mind, and they're gonna probably want to pound that rock even more than they normally do against us. So yeah, but getting the win 4-0, huge. We take the 1 seed north. Um, Obviously, with how tight the race is, we can't afford to give up anything. But we we control our destiny at this point now. I do think if we win out, I think we could. I think if we win out, we get the 1 seed though. So, uh, yeah,
Yeah, man, it's definitely it's going to be interesting getting down to that last week of the season and seeing how our tie plays into the
it
seeding.
will play in. I
Yeah.
guarantee it will play in.
Um, which dude, at the time, we were both pissed that it felt like LaFleur wasn't aggressive enough, and we mismanaged the timing down in the red zone in overtime, where like we just burned a ton of time off the clock, and it felt like we weren't trying to go for the dagger and get that win, which hopefully that does not bite us. But
Yeah, I hope not. Shouldn't if we went out, but we got some really tough football games still ahead of us. We got, in terms of strength of schedule, we have by far the hardest strength of schedule the rest of the way. So, I mean, they're all winning teams except for, well, actually, Baltimore's
Minnesota,
not. Baltimore's
yeah.
not a winning team actually right now, which is wild. But I still consider them really good. The
Yeah,
only
I
winning,
I think the Baltimore game will be a tough one. I think that next week against Denver uh, will actually be the hardest game we have left. I think it'll be harder than that Chicago. Um,
I think that's 4:30 on next Sunday. So like
yeah,
exactly
yep.
1 week from today.
Um, yeah, dude, that'll be a test against an elite defense, an elite coaching staff.
in
Um,
their territory, in that tough air environment too. Like
mhm.
so, like imagine playing. You know what? That's gonna be tough on our defense after playing this game where the defense was on the field so much and they got so gassed. And I know that they'll recover and do whatnot, but then to go into into that thin air atmosphere of Denver next week. If Denver has success on the ground early on, it's gonna be a really long football game for us. That
Dude,
defense is gonna get
it
gassed.
sucks too because like we have this super hard game in Denver next week. The Bears get fucking Cleveland.
Yeah, yeah, they get Cleveland and then they come back around and we got to play and then Chicago gets us at home too. So
Oh.
on a short week too, because we got to play them on Saturday night and not Sunday. So
All right. Well,
hey, ready
I
for
know
the
it was
stuff.
a win here, but we're still gonna do the bum fight bracket.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So before we get to that, we'll start out with our E for effort, and I'll say last week since we didn't do this together, I just went ahead and did it myself, and I gave Dontavian Wicks and Isaiah McDuffie E for effort. But today against Chicago, who was a player that stood out to you as just giving maximum effort?
Bo Melton on offense.
I like it, man. That's a nice pick.
Yeah,
Um,
made the most of his opportunities, man. Made the most of his opportunities, and I still like it. I'm going to actually invest some time this week to look into why Bo Melton played as much as he did. I fully expect to find out that it's because Matthew Golden, because I saw Golden on one play the rest of the way.
yeah,
He didn't get a target or anything, but I saw him out there one time. Maybe he got like a few more. I fully believe that he got benched for that interception, and then uh, Bo Melton was the recipient of that. And I also think it's because probably Dontavian Wicks was a little limited with the injury. That's probably why he didn't get uh, like we had the luxury of kind of sitting him out a little bit. Um, did we do defense too? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
just one. Each of us just picks one overall player. So yours is Bo Melton. Um, I will. I'll give mine. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Josh Jacobs, dude. He ground out some real tough yards, and he ended up scoring the decisive touchdown there at the end. Um, so he had 20 carries for us today, so definitely you know played the role of the bell cow. Um, 86 yards. Josh Jacobs is an important part of this offense.
Do you still have the game on right now?
Yeah,
When they go show Kayshawn Nixon here, like they'll show Love Nixon, look at the jersey because I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. That is the old school, like early 2000s Reebok style jerseys with like that thick mesh. Like, remember I was telling you that Green Bay's the only team that uses the old school, like a local company. You
yeah,
can tell because the new jerseys do not look like that. So it's pretty cool that they still have like the retro local things and that the NFL allows them to still use it.
yeah, for sure. They're
Um,
definitely a unique franchise in sports, man.
I also
Different than
love
every
your
team in the league.
I love your Josh Jacobs E for effort. I also agree. I thought he played a hell of a game. I believe I think you said he had 20 carries, so that's a full count. He didn't get his 100 yards, but he earned every yard today. So
Yeah. No, dude, he's had a ton of games this year where like he doesn't hit 100, but like he'll be in like the high 80s. Um, so
he, it, is he going to get to 1,000 this year? Do you know where he's at? Or
it's not off the top of my head. Do you want to look it up real quick while I bring up the bum fight?
yeah, uh, so NFL rushing leaders. He's at 731, but that's probably not counting today. So he had another like 80 something today. So he's at about 800 with what, 4 games to go. So he should as long as he averages 50 yards a game the next 4 weeks, he'll break 1,000. Doable, completely doable. But yeah, he's probably not going to have some like he's not going to have like a 1,500 yard rushing season. He's not going to have a 1,200 yards unless he's got 100 yards in every game. The rest of the way, he's not even going to hit 1,200. So
Yeah,
um,
it's definitely been a bit of a step back from last year.
he had what,
Um,
like almost 1,800 yards rushing last year.
no, he didn't have that much. Um,
I'm going to look it up.
I think I want to say he had like 1,400. Um, he had a fuck ton of
Yeah,
touchdowns though.
yeah, he had 1,329. He had 15 touchdowns. Wow, I didn't realize that either. Jonathan Taylor had 1,400 rushing yards last year. He finished fourth in the league last year in rushing. He actually had more than Josh Jacobs. So
Hmm.
he
Um,
still leads the league right now, but actually James Cook is real close to overtaking him. He's number 2 in the league.
yeah,
So
Yeah, Taylor was like on pace at the start of the year, where like theoretically LaDainian Tomlinson's record was threatened, but he's fallen off quite a bit since then.
Oh yeah, he's fallen off a lot. So
Um,
Josh Jacobs right now is 18th in the league in rushing. By the way, just so you know, he's 18th.
yeah. No, actually, I saw an interesting article today that like you think of Josh Jacobs as like kind of the engine that makes the offense go, and he's a real critical piece for us. It's certainly like an absolute team leader. Um, but the way his contract is structured, we do have kind of an out to save some cap if we were to
We do.
cut him
Yeah.
this offseason. And given the number of carries he's had in his career and he's getting a little older, um, it's interesting to think of like would we cut Josh Jacobs to go after like a Brees Hall?
It's interesting. I want to say probably just due to our cap situation and stuff, probably not. But I wouldn't like rule it out either. Like
Yeah,
I
I
could
wouldn't
also
rule it
see
out,
that
but
happening.
I think Josh Jacobs has a really important leadership role on this team.
Yeah, Brees doesn't come off as like a leadership either. Like Josh provides something that like off just as much off the field that he does on the field. So, and just his passion for the team. Like you could tell that he loves Green Bay. He wants to be there. Like he didn't want to sit out a single game. Like he did
Yep,
not want to sit out that week. He's like I believe I should be out there every single play. And I was like, I love that. Like I want that to be infectious in the locker room. He's a really good locker room guy. So
for sure, for sure. All right, we'll get into our bum fight. So first off, I want to say that some guys have officially exited the tournament.
no.
That they've had. I, the way I've done it is if you have two good games in a row, so you're not the bum for 2 weeks in a row, then you play yourself out of contention for King of the Bums. So there's a handful of guys who are safe from being the King Bum. We also have some injuries of note. Devontae Wyatt, he's out of the tournament now because of his injury. Um, and then week to week, guys always drop in or out based on availability. And one last special note, I would be remiss to not call out the fact that a participant for our first few weeks, Jordan Morgan, he can't really participate anymore because his ass got benched.
Yeah.
So he's a bum of special note. Um, I I don't know. Maybe
I feel
we'll
like if
find
you
a way.
get benched, well, if you get like legit benched, you're a bum.
Yeah,
You're a bum.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we haven't seen the last of him. We'll see if Jordan Morgan comes back into this at all later in the year. But for now, let's go through our matchups for who was the bigger bum in this game. Matchup one: Keyshawn Nixon versus Colby Wooden.
And that's funny because Keyshawn Nixon came up with that pick right at the end.
He had some
Um,
terrible penalties earlier in the
but
game, though.
but I'm almost gonna say that like Kale, it's not like he made some great play on the ball. He was just like playing his position, and he just came down with the ball. So I'm gonna give. Whereas I don't recall seeing a lot of Colby Wooden either out there though. I don't know how many snaps he played. I remember seeing Carl Brooks a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know if Wooden played a lot of snaps.
Yeah, and,
Um,
and definitely, I mean, for the six, Chicago had success on the ground, and we didn't really see Colby Wooden make any game-changing plays. It's I think I might lean toward Colby Wooden being the bigger bum because Nixon kind of got the redeeming moment at the end. But fuck, man, those penalties that Nixon had earlier in the game, though, you could argue they directly led to
yeah,
points. It was,
yeah, I'm gonna probably say that Keyshawn Nixon was the bigger bum in this game because of the fact that he he was a negative to the team out there more often than he was a positive. Besides the game winning touchdown or like he saved at the end. which sucks because like that sealed the win for us, and it's like the ultimate redeeming quality. But he made so many bad plays. He dropped the interception that he should have had earlier in the game.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and then he had two 15-yard penalties on the same drive.
You know what? Yeah, you've actually convinced me because I feel like in the first half our run defense was solid, and it was really just our defense got so tired in the second half that Chicago started running over us when we were out of gas. So it's not like Colby Wooden was just straight up making mistakes. He was just
Yeah,
gassed, whereas Nixon had at least three like very bad plays.
yeah. It's one of the only times you'll ever see me like the player that gets this game-saving interception is like still the bum of the game. But when you have he at least had one or two major negative plays in every quarter of the game, I feel,
Yeah.
besides the fourth. So I'm gonna give it to Keyshawn Nixon.
All right. So this next one is fucking tough because both of these guys, as far as I'm concerned, were invisible. Uh, when frankly they shouldn't have been. That with Devontae Wyatt out of the lineup, there should have been more opportunities for young guys on the defensive line. But Baron Sorrell versus Warren Branson.
I saw Baron Sorrell out there for one play. He was chasing after the running back.
Yeah, like I feel like they were both invisible, but I guess I would call Brinson the bigger bum just because he kind of factors as a direct replacement for Wyatt and didn't seize the opportunity.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably give it to Brinson too. Then you'll convince me of that. I was thinking Sorrell because he didn't make any impact plays, but Brinson probably played more significant snaps. But he was invisible out there. I don't recall any interior pressure the entire game.
Yeah.
So probably Brinson then. Which
All right.
which I'm worried about because we're fucked without
Oh,
interior
we
pressure.
we gotta go sign Christian Wilkins. I don't know, pay for PR campaign, whatever you got to do to get this man on a roster. I don't understand why he's unsigned, but we we need some help.
Well, I mean, you got a guy like him out there on the market in week 14. You don't There's no one out there who can actually improve your roster in week 14 ever. He is one that could improve your roster. Like it's
Yeah,
just like I don't care about the PR stuff. So
yeah.
I care about winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro. It's like seriously, our defensive tackle depth is rough.
Dude, it's like it is almost like losing Kenny Clark and Devontae Wyatt for the year. Last year, those were our two starters. We lost
Mhm.
both interior starters this year, and
Yeah,
like,
and TJ Slayton to free
oh
agency.
yeah, and
So we
TJ
actually
Slayton.
we lost our top three guys.
Yeah, insane,
Damn.
insane.
Uh yeah, no, definitely. And like when you consider the depth of the defensive tackle draft class this year, like I like Savion Williams college tape, but hindsight's 2020. Looking at he hasn't really been much of a factor for our team this year. I think we would have been much better off taking a defensive lineman in the third round.
I agree.
All
All right,
right,
who
this
we got
next
next?
one, uh, we got Bo Melton versus Nate Hobbs.
Nate Hobbs is the bum. Bo Mountain played great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Hobbs actually, to Hobbs's credit, he was back in the lineup this game. I saw him out there on a number of plays, and he didn't have any negative plays. So that was a major step forward for him. Um, but Bo Melton just flat out had a good game. So
Yeah.
Hobbs is the bigger bum.
Mhm.
Uh, ooh, Rasheed Walker versus Romeo Dobbs.
Uh,
Walker gave up a sack, but it was
what?
also like kind of Banks's fault. Whereas Dobbs didn't have a catch, I don't think.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna have to give it to Dobbs. Dobbs had a drop. Dobbs did not
yeah,
catch just
yeah.
one
So Dobbs
target.
had 2 targets, 0
So
catches.
it was that third down play where it was like 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12 or something. Love comes out, throws it on the sideline there. Dobbs kind of has a chance to bring it in, and he just misses it, and we go 3 and out. Actually, that was the 3 and out in the second
Yeah.
at the top of the second half, which caused us to not have the momentum going out. So I'm going to say that was huge for our momentum. Allowed and right after that we punted the ball, and then the Bears had that like 17 play drive after that,
Yeah.
if I remember right. So I'm going to say Dobbs is the bigger bum on that one.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, especially since I highlighted him for a key matchup, thinking that Love would be looking his way a lot today, and he was a non-factor.
Factor.
Okay, well, this one I think we both know what we're picking here: Matthew Golden versus Anthony Belton.
Yeah, this is. I mean, man got straight up benched. Pretty sure. So I'm going with Anthony Belton next.
You mean Anthony
No,
Belton is the better player? Yeah,
I'm at Golden is the
yeah,
bomb.
yeah.
Belton was the better
Gotcha.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, and actually, I want to give a quick second to shout out Anthony Belton. Um, since he's taken over for Jordan Morgan, I think he's been playing pretty damn well, and he's really cleaned up on the penalties that plagued him earlier in the year. Uh, I think Anthony Belton is a source for optimism for us that he's going to keep growing and getting more comfortable in that guard position, and we could really see some interior line improvement with his growth.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Edge Cooper versus Quay Walker.
I don't like this one.
Bro, I feel like we didn't really call Quay's name. I think I called his name once all day. We sent him on a blitz, but really his first game back, whereas McDuffie was playing in his place at the Mike backer, and he was playing fantastic. Really like Pro Bowl level play, and then we push him out to strong side backer for Walker to come back, and I feel like neither of them played as well. Like I feel like McDuffie should maybe be playing Mike and put Cooper at strong side and put Walker at weak side. But
So I will try to defend Quay a little bit here, and we'll see how it goes. One of the things I think Quay has done significantly better this year than he's ever done in the past is Quay is the quarterback of the defense. He's the one that gets the call in from half lane. He's the one that's got to make all the adjustments and stuff. The defense has not. Do you remember that Buccaneers game last year where Baker had a perfect quarterback rating against us,
yeah,
and
yep.
communication was such an issue? That fell directly on Quay for like not making adjustments and bad. I remember McKinney saying we had bad communication that whole game. Quay's done a better job, a way better job of communicating. I saw him being a quarterback today, and I saw him like tapping like defensive linemen on the back, and he's like, move here, move here. Like he is telling players where to go and do this and that. He didn't make the plays today, but I feel like Chicago did not have a single explosive play the entire game. If I cannot recall a big like 40-yard play. That would be my only argument for him not being a bum, is that he did a good job at being the quarterback of the defense today.
I mean, it's a solid argument. Um, I keep coming back to the
But Cooper played better.
Cooper had more impactful tackles. Like yeah, like he didn't get any turnovers or sacks, but he had a number of tackles that stopped runners short of the first down.
I will say that, yeah, Cooper played, or yeah, Edge Cooper played a better game. I'll probably give this one, the bum will be Quay Walker.
Yeah, and I don't, I don't think Quay's a bum, but just
He got a bad
in this
matchup.
matchup today, he didn't flash as much.
He got a bad matchup. All right, who's next?
Luke Musgrave versus John Fitzpatrick.
Luke had that play that killed him with the drop there, or the challenge there. Arguably, also probably his most impactful game he's had. It's not saying much. He didn't play like a great game. He just had like 3 catches for like 20 yards or something like that. But
So
he
he had 2 for 22, and Fitzpatrick had 2 for 14. I mean, I will say for me, I think Fitzpatrick is the bigger bum just based on, even though Musgrave didn't come down with that deep ball, it was so close that I think it puts something on tape that teams have to be aware of.
yeah.
And I think it's kind of starts to show, like, Musgrave was really looking like a lost cause for a long time this season. And now that LaFleur is finally giving him some targets deeper down the field, he looks a little more comfortable.
What about
So whereas like John Fitzpatrick, he's just the guy, he's like basically a practice squad guy. No one would ever think, oh yeah, Fitzpatrick could grow into a Pro Bowl tight end for us.
I'll give it to yeah, I'm in agreement. I'll give it to Fitzpatrick as the bum.
All right. Okay, this is a fun one. Rashawn Gary versus Aaron Banks.
Uh, man, that's wild because I really think Aaron Banks has been playing pretty good lately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree,
not,
but I think
that.
this particular game, at least in the first half, he had the face mask penalty,
Yeah,
and he had that basically caused the sack by blocking Montez Sweat off of Rasheed Walker. But also Rashawn Gary was
Rashawn
like,
Gary did next to nothing too. Like he
yeah,
got like Caleb Williams outran him around the
yeah.
corner.
So
Man, that's a tough one. He had the penalty, but he didn't give up any sacks, and that's big for me. So I'll probably give Gary as the bigger bum, I guess.
I agree. I think, dude, when Parsons was getting held so egregiously, like, someone else has got to step up, and Gary just like Aningvare is a more impactful player than him at this point.
We need Lucas Van Ness back healthy so bad.
Yeah.
Never thought that I thought those words would never come out of my mouth, but they did. So
All right.
all right, who we
This
got
one
now?
is kind of a slam dunk. Dontavian Wicks versus Christian Watson.
All right, Wicks, the bum, next.
Yeah, Jesus. Dude, he was out there. He got snaps, but just
Like I
not
saw
like
like
a
one
single
or two,
target.
not many.
All right. This one, this is another obvious one, and it's kind of just the nature of the beast of, like, he's played some meaningful snaps for us, so he's in the bracket. But Chris Brooks versus Josh Jacobs. Yeah,
Chris Brooks, the bum.
yeah. Sorry, Chris. It'll be interesting to see if and when Marshawn Lloyd actually returns to the active roster. Like, I wonder if he'll take Brooks's spot, or if we value Brooks's pass blocking too much to activate Lloyd.
The championship matchup is going to be some crazy shit like Anthony Bellin versus Isaiah McDuffie. I swear, like it's just
No,
gonna.
no, 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 my friend. Isaiah McDuffie has officially played his way out of the bum
Out.
bracket
All right.
with enough good performances, and also I've added in, if you get E for effort, you get out of the bum bracket.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, McDuffie has been playing good ball for us. All right, we got 2 more matchups here: Xavier McKinney versus Javon Bullard.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
McKinney did give up a pretty big. I mean, it really wasn't like his fault, but he did not make a play on Luther. Was it Luther Burden? It resulted. It's just like a one specific play when Caleb got to the outside, threw it, and McKinney was closing in, tried to swat it, didn't get it, gave up the first down. He also made that basically a touchdown saving tackle on that
Yeah, that's a
running
good
back
point,
there, though.
actually. That is a
Um,
good call. He directly, laid
yeah,
his body on the line to make that tackle.
yeah.
Like
But
Javon Bullard, I
Bulls
didn't.
had such a solid season too,
Yeah, like
though.
I didn't see Bullard make any bad plays. But also like their tight ends had a ton of targets, and like I don't know, you would think our nickelback would be responsible for
I'm
some of that
gonna,
coverage.
you know what? I'm gonna give it to McKinney. I'm gonna give it to Bullard as the bum because there was no explosive plays, and
Yeah,
McKinney's directly responsible for the him and him and Williams are solely responsible for the lack of big plays. So
yeah. No, and I think you highlighting that the touchdown saving tackle, I think that is worth giving McKinney credit. So yeah,
I,
Javon Bullard, surprising bum today. Probably not a bum for long though. And then we got Carl Brooks versus Jaden Reed. It's a bit of an interesting
ooh,
one, actually.
that is because Brooks made that like -6 yard tackle in that backfield. He played well. Carl Brooks made some really solid plays today.
Yeah, and
Um,
Jaden Reed, he started really kind of on fire, and then largely disappeared. Kind of in the same way that like last year, there were just long stretches where he was invisible. Um, but at the same time, he had several first down catches in his first game back. It's a tough matchup.
I am going to give this because he's not the biggest bum out there. He made some good plays. I'm going to give the bum to Carl Brooks though. I thought Reed didn't drop any passes. Reed caught all of the passes. Like he picked up some key first downs, and it's his first game back in like 10 weeks, 12 weeks. So look pretty sharp for being off for 12 weeks. I'll give them and a reason that Brooks is a little bit of a bum for me is he's I mean it's by default, but he's one of our bigger guys that plays inside, which means he's responsible for letting those interior runs go. Like he's got a him and Brinson and Colby Wooden and Stackhouse, who wasn't active today, but those are our guys who are going to be responsible for stopping the interior runs, and
Yeah,
teams are going to keep attacking it. So Chicago had their way running this ball. Continue not as bad as Philly than like last week in Philly, but still not like great. We didn't like completely shut them down. So I'm going to give my bum to Brooks.
yeah, and I think that's definitely a fair assessment. And also, one thing with Reed that looking at the stats, kind of slipped my mind here. Um, but those jet sweeps he got two jet sweeps and actually picked up 22 yards on them. So that kind of put an element in our offense that's been missing since he's been out. And when you total up those rushing yards with his 31 receiving yards, um, he was actually our offensive player with the third highest yardage. Christian
Yeah.
Watson was one. Josh Jacobs, well, actually, sorry, with Jacobs was one, then Christian Watson, and then Reed was the third. So yeah, first game back, it wasn't perfect, but pretty good first game back. So Carl Brooks, bigger bum. And then last but not least, our ongoing matchup to the end of the season, Matt LaFleur versus Jordan Love. Who was the bigger bum? PP?
I'm thinking. uh, I don't know, because Jordan Love threw the pick. Like he played really good, managed the game well, threw the pick. But I am convinced that that was not his fault. That was Golden running a bad route. Um, Meanwhile, LaFleur did not call the worst game of his career. I thought he did okay. There was a couple plays when I was like, why are you throwing it on 2nd and 10 and then getting us into that 3rd and 10 that resulted in us eventually go.
All
I
right,
guess
so
LaFleur is probably my bum.
this is a very tough one. Um, but for me, the deciding factor is going to be that 3rd down challenge where Caleb Williams slid. And yes, LaFleur did win the challenge. Or sorry, it was a 2nd down challenge and it made it a 3rd and short. And it's just like it seemed to me, it seemed that the challenge was not worth the risk of losing a timeout because Chicago was just pounding the ball down our throats with ease. And, you called it out. It was kind of obvious. So what if it got marked half a yard short? They're going to get this 1st down. And that's exactly what they proceeded to do. I think,
Well,
you know,
let me.
it, I'm going to say that challenge was not, even though it was a successful challenge, it was not one worth the risk, and it's an area that LaFleur has struggled with for his entire career.
So let me stick up for him a little bit, just give you something to ponder. The man also started calling slant routes for the first time in a long time, and they resulted in big plays today, like the
Oh,
Christian Watson
all right,
one.
all
Like
right, all right, bro. Yeah, you convinced me. I, I,
we've been
I
begging for him
don't
to
know
do
if it's
that.
necessarily a credit to LaFleur that he's like opened his eyes to one of the most basic offensive football plays, but just I will celebrate the fact that it's back in the offense, and I'll say, Matt, good job on calling this very basic play.
Keep them, please
Yeah.
keep them in the playbook, and at least call 1 or 2 a game going
Yeah.
forward.
So Jordan Love, as well as he played, and he was my offensive player of the game. Um, but he did have an interception, and so he had an interception. He had one play that could have been an interception if Bo Melton hadn't done the offensive pass interference to basically play defense.
Mhm.
And then he had another deep shot to Dobbs that was kind of underthrown. So
Mhm.
based on those, yeah, I'll say Jordan Love was the bigger bum this game.
It's wild because they had such a good game, but yeah, those are the matchups, I guess. So
All right, man. Well, as always, I do enjoy this segment. This is kind of the prototype run this season. We'll get a nice dialed in season long, more formal bracket
I was
next
gonna
season.
say, so like next year we'll just have to get like something to like superimpose on the screen so
Yeah,
that you can
yeah.
like see the brackets and like
Yeah,
it'll
we'll
be more
we'll
like
we'll get we'll get
interactive.
it a little more professional next year, but for now, just some good fun to kind
Maybe
of evaluate the bottom of
maybe
the
for
roster
the
guys.
you might have something over on your side. Maybe for the championship we'll put together like a like how the brackets of everything went, like the matchups or something. So like you
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
kind of see how it
yeah,
went.
yeah, yeah.
But
We can put something
all
together.
right, we all right. So to kind of wrap things up, the playoff or the not the yeah the playoff standings are updated. The playoff picture's been updated. We are not the 1 seed currently. We are the 2 seed. The Rams are the 1 seed. They are 10-3. We are the 2 seed. We're 9-3-1. We have a 94% playoff probability. Pretty high. Philly is the 3 seed at 8-4. The Bucks are the 4 seed at 7-6. The Seahawks are the 5 seed at 10-3. 49ers are the 6th seed at 9-4, and the Bears are the 7th seed at 9-4. The Bears actually have a 63% playoff probability right
Bro,
now.
going from the 1 seed to the 7 seed with 1 loss, that's a huge swing.
They're also, I'm looking at every team's playoff probability in AFC, NFC, the Bears currently have the 2nd worst playoff probability in the NFL. So on the AFC side, the Colts are the 7th seed at 8-5. They have a 42% probability of making the playoffs. But yeah, so there's a chance they don't even make the playoffs. Like the Lions are the 8 seed right now out of the playoffs. The Panthers are still in the playoff hunt, 7-6. Cowboys there, and yes, even the Vikings are still technically alive at as the 11. However, they have less than a 1% playoff probability.
Dude,
So
it's nuts that we have lost 3 games and tied 1 game by a total of 9 points this year. We're 9
Yep.
points away from being undefeated.
Yep. I know it's insane. Single digits. We're going into week 15. Yeah, week 15, and only 9 points is the difference between us being undefeated and having 3 losses. That's insane. It's literally insane.
Well, this was a fun game, my friend. Got
Sure
a little
was.
bit hairy at the end,
I
but
figured it would
always
be.
good to beat the Bears.
And we beat the Bears without getting a takeaway, and we actually had a turnover, which is rare. So I will take it. I was sweating a lot there in that first quarter when we threw that pick, and I was like, I'm like, this could be it. Like this could be one of those games. So did not come to that fruition. We have Denver next week, which is another extremely difficult matchup for us. So no major injuries that I feel happened. So that's good. And we're gonna need them next week against a tough Denver team who's got a really good pass rush, probably the best corner in the league. So Christian Watson might not be the guy who's making plays. We're gonna need someone else to step up, make some plays in the passing game. Be
Yeah,
looking
dude,
forward to your.
honestly, I bet you next week is gonna be a major Josh Jacobs game.
Yeah, I think running that in that stadium is something that we're gonna have to put a priority on. Should be his. I might be having to make a bold prediction that he might be getting his first 100-yard rushing game of the year. So I'll be looking forward. We'll find out together though. So, and he will hopefully not be a bum next week in the bum fights. So, all right, man. We signing off, I guess, and great win by the Pack. I'll be celebrating this one all week.